We are live at Coletco for tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. And we will be selling records tonight. So if that's what you're looking for, then you have found the right place. Robin Walker's the first comment. Craig just got beat out. Craig, you're third tonight. Craig is the third comment tonight. Of course, we are starting late. I've messed up his rhythm. He's usually like clockwork. Let me get this posted on our story. I don't know really what to post or use for the thumbnail image. Let's use a Rush record. Oh. Story. I need a generic image that says we're live. It's okay. I'll use what? I'll use this picture of the Jimi Hendrix. There we go. That's nice. And we need to put live. Now, Tanner, I'll let you share it in the group and everything. There's that. Let me go here to restream and get this reset. All right. Well, let's go through some records. I think everything, what I've done, now I'm ready to talk and start selling records. So thanks for tuning in. This is our last show of the week. This is Saturday night. You're watching Coletco Live, and we're going to sell you records, hopefully. If you're watching, maybe that's why you're here, you want to buy records. On this table is all the new vinyl that we have shown and what's left, exception of one crate. There's one crate over here that I have not, we wasn't able to fit on the table. So we have 8 crates of new vinyl. We're not going to go through them all, but we're going to hit some highlights because that's a lot of new vinyl, more than we usually have left over for the last couple weeks. But the reason is we had some major restocks. I mean, an entire crate will fill up Foo Fighters' greatest hits. So I'm going to start the show by going through one of these crates and probably the next one. We are starting late, so I'll let everybody get on. We have got 6 crates of vintage over here, stuff we hadn't gone through in maybe 5 months, 2 months, or maybe 2 weeks. And we're just going to flip through records tonight. When we get into anything vintage or pre-owned, it's going to be sticker price or, best offer, anything like that. And I have an entire crate of new vinyl that I just pulled that we're going to do on sale. So a lot of different stuff tonight. A lot of recapping, a lot of vintage on sale, and some new on sale. Let's get started. I'll start with this middle red crate. Flaming Groovies, Shake Some Action. This was $31.99, so I'm going to recap some new vinyl. If you've watched every show, you may have seen some of this already. Some things we've only shown like once. Flaming Groovies, Shake Some Action, $31.99. Mastered from Kevin Gray's original 1976 master tapes. That is $31.99. AC/DC, Blow Up Your Video. AC/DC, Blow Up Your Video, $28.99. And Metallica, Master of Puppets. Chad, it sounds like you need a monster. Can you tell already in my voice? This is going to blow y'all's mind, but pretty much since y'all seen me last night, I really haven't been to bed. I really hadn't slept since the last time I was doing this last night. Maybe a couple hours total. So I'm on like a whole total circle again. Sabotage, Power of the Night. Sabotage, Power of the Night is $37.99, and that is clear vinyl, gatefold, Sabotage. Let's see. Foo Fighters' greatest hits. As I told you, plenty in stock. I've sold a ton already, but hopefully you need one, or if you're watching and you don't have one, you'll say, I'll take a Foo Fighters, Chad. Black Sabbath Paranoid. Black Sabbath Paranoid is $38.99. And Michael Jackson Thriller. Finally, a regular black vinyl standard reissue we've been waiting to come in. $28.99. It looks like we sold some today in the store. Yes, not on 1-2 Live, the solos. This is a music on vinyl, limited and numbered, $39.99. And Ray Charles, what I'd say, Ray Charles is $39.99. Music on vinyl, that's mono. And Ice Nine Kills, The Predator Becomes the Prey. Ice Nine Kills is $29.99. Nirvana Black Album, which is like a greatest hits, $36.99. Forrest Gump soundtrack is $36.99. And it looks like somebody where these putbacks, Pinup Girls, looks like we got a couple copies of Pinup Girls left. These were putbacks. Pinup Girls, not easy to get. I guess that's green vinyl. And Pinup Girls, Too Hot to Handle. We sold a ton of these. Limited edition red vinyl and green vinyl. That's the last of those I can get. Those are putbacks, so it's not like I can reorder those to my knowledge. $23.99. $23.99. All right, let me move that aside. I'm going to do a crate of new, probably like a recap, and then pull one of these crates of vintage that we have to go through. So, Zach Biley takes both Pinup Girls. John Sheehan put BS. I'm assuming that was for Black Sabbath, John. Let me know if that's not right. So, Zach Biley, those are yours. And that is to John Sheehan, possibly. I'll lay him right here where I normally do. Let me grab this first crate of vintage. So, we just grabbed these off the floor. I have no idea what's in them. As usual, just like any other thing. So, I missed my first show in over a year last night because I had to do an adult thing called work. Yeah. Paul, we're going to be doing lots of recapping, new and vintage. And we're going to show some vintage we hadn't shown in a while. Let me get this camera. My cart seems like it's off a little bit. It seems like this camera is at a different angle than it usually is. Oh well. Looks good enough to me. All right, let's see what's in here. The Mothers of Invention. When were these priced? This is May 16th. It's pretty recent. What was that? Well, no, we're in June. That's about a month old stuff. Mothers of Invention. We are the mothers, and this is what we sound like. Technically an unofficial press, $39.99. Hank Williams Jr., 14 Greatest Hits. Hank Williams Jr., 14 Greatest Hits, $24.99. Muddy and the Wolf. Muddy and the Wolf of Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts. That's $24.99. And John said yes to the Black Sabbath. That was correct. Okay, great. Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits is EX, $22.99. EX is the grade on the vinyl, $22.99. And David Bowie, Loving the Alien. David Bowie, Loving the Alien. This looks like a 12-inch Australian single gatefold, $29.99. Now we're getting back into some stuff that's March. That's already 3 months old. So what I'm going to do, this is stuff, it's first come, first serve as always. After I go through the crate and everything's sticker price law, this, as you can tell, it's not too old. 3 months, 1 month, there may be some stuff older or even newer in here. So sticker price, if there's something you're interested in, especially on anything probably more than $20, we can talk prices, or you can bundle 4 or 5 things together. The purpose of this show is to sell records, and we might have to do that by discounting some prices, which is okay as long as we're all good with it. ZZ Top Afterburner is $24.99. ZZ Top Afterburner, $24.99. Paul Brothers, did you pull a yes for me? I didn't. I just seen where you actually put yes, so I missed that. Paul Brothers wants a yes. That's 9012 Live, the solos. 9012 Live, the solos. Music on vinyl, limited and numbered. Limited and numbered. The Who by Numbers. The Who, name of the album is The Who by Numbers, $19.99. The Who by Numbers. The Beatles 6. The Beatles 6 is a purple Capitol label, $49.99. That's very nice. The Beatles 6. And Paul Simon's Greatest Hits, $19.99. Paul Simon's Greatest Hits. The Cook Duet. The Cook Duet, $39.99. Old Homestead label, the Singing Cooks. We've had that's a gospel album. We've had several expensive gospel albums over the years. And the Cook Duet, they had an album that we sold. I can't remember what it was called, but some of their stuff's not cheap whatsoever. The early Beatles, or the early years, the Beatles is $19.99. Some of the tracks on there. I Saw Her Standing There, Sweet Little 16, Twist and Shout, Taste of Honey, Reminiscing, $19.99. The Very Best of Gordon Lightfoot, is $19.99. And Glenn Fry, Soul Searching. $19.99. Yesterday's by Yes is a VG Plus, $14.99. Yes, Yesterday's. And the Sting soundtrack. Now I've actually seen the film, so I've watched, this is the first time I've shown a Sting soundtrack since I've watched it. And that is $19.99. John Wayne, America, Why I Love Her. That is sealed, $29.99. John Wayne, sealed. What's Funk? Grand Funk. What's Funk? $19.99. This is from 1983. I would say I've never seen that before, but I've had to show it at least once, so I'm saying it for the second time. First time I've ever seen that. London Town, Paul McCartney and Wings is $24.99. And the Charlie Daniels Band, Fire on the Mountain. Charlie Daniels Band, Fire on the Mountain, $24.99. Rock of Ages, the band. Wasn't somebody asking for one of these? But I think they wanted a new one. No, they wanted the Last Waltz, maybe. Rock of Ages, the band in concert. That is the band, Levon Helm, the band. And that is a VG Plus, $24.99. I think that's a triple LP. Let me find a couple things to put up for auction right quick. I don't have my auction crate handy, but I'll pull something out of here. I've got some Japanese. As you'll know, we have a lot of Japanese vinyl right now. So I'm going to pull some stuff from our oldest stash, if I can find it. And I'm going to put it up for auction. And some of these things, we had some pretty high prices on at one time. So let me show you what they are. I have a Japanese pressing of Yes, Going for the One. And I think y'all kind of remember this isn't a cheap pressing whatsoever. Most Japanese Yes stuff is kind of pricey. Actually, now I'm looking at it, I don't know if I really want to start it too low. But how about this? I'll discount it and put it up for a starting bid. Make it a little bit more fair, but this is awfully nice. I probably should just keep it before I start selling it too cheap. This is a pristine copy of Yes, Going for the One, which Yes is probably not, Yes is probably something on Japanese vinyl, regardless of what the mastering is. It's probably going to sound pretty good because it's Yes, a lot of their stuff's quiet, and even with the highs or the bass low, it's probably going to still sound pretty good. So Yes, Going for the One, I will put this up for just a $30 start. Yes, Going for the One. With Obi, all the inserts you see here, that is a $30 start. Yes, Going for the One. Now this was not a cheap record whatsoever. Thin Lizzy, Fighting. First, Paul Brothers wants GF. I think that's Grand Funk, sold to Paul Brothers. And here's another one. I'll go ahead and tell you. We had this one stickered for $95. $95. This is Thin Lizzy, Fighting. Another record that Chad, that's me, normally wouldn't be reducing. I would just normally just say, well, if no one wants to buy it, I'll just take it home. But we're going to reduce it and put it up for high bid. Same thing, $30 start. Thin Lizzy, Fighting, pristine Japanese copy. The cover does have some damage. Let me show that to you. The cover does have some damage, and that may have what held it up from not bringing top price last time. It looks like there's a little bit of water damage to the cover and the Obi here. Thin Lizzy, Fighting, though. I think I've only ever had one U.S. pressing ever, and it's in my collection right now. If I've had another, I don't recall it, or it was a long time ago. But that's on Vertigo. Let's see, does it have any inserts with it? I didn't look inside. Yep, of course, it has a Japanese insert. Thin Lizzy, Fighting. So, Thin Lizzy's also a $30 start. And we have Yes also in the background getting bid on. I'm going to keep things interesting tonight and keep stuff in the background rolling. As always, I'm going to have a lot. Probably, you could consider this a Japanese auction night. We're going to try to sell off any Japanese stuff that hadn't sold. It's going to be put up for a low start or a much reduced start. And we're going to try to sell it off so that there's nothing left. We won't get through it all tonight, but we will eventually. So bid on Yes was 30. Paul Brothers is at 35. Jeff was at 40. So high bid on Yes back there was Jeff McIntosh at 40, and Bob Riger's in on the Thin Lizzy at 30. Eric Clapton Backless. Eric Clapton Backless is $34.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Works is $29.99. The Lonely Bull, Herb Albert, and the Tijuana Brass is $19.99. The Romantics, and I think everybody's probably looking at this crate. There's probably some stuff they want to buy. They're probably going to wait till I get finished with it and then try to do some kind of bundling, which is A-okay. But if you don't want to miss out on anything, you can claim it right away or make a fast offer. The Romantics, $24.99. Grand Funk, we're an American band. Grand Funk is the gold vinyl. It looks like the stickers have already been used, but that is the gold vinyl version. $29.99. Grand Funk, we're an American band. There's Herb Albert. There's the Romantics. The Best of Michael Jackson. Best of Michael Jackson is $29.99. Best of Michael. The Supremes sing Holland, Dozier, and Holland. That is sealed. $34.99. Supremes sing Holland, Dozier, and Holland. Meet the Supremes is $24.99. And we have Paul Revere and the Raiders' Greatest Hits. That is $14.99. Elvis, Legendary Concert Performance. 2 LP in shrink wrap. Very cool cover. $24.99. And Red Rider, Neruda. Red Rider is $19.99. So Zachary Franklin is at 36 on Thin Lizzy. High bid on Thin Lizzy is 36 with Zachary Franklin. It's between right now Zach and Bob. And the other album up for bid was Yes, going for the one. A very, very nice, pristine Japanese pressing, complete with inserts and Obi. And Paul Brothers is at 45. Has one of my favorite Yes songs on it, Wondrous Stories. Wondrous Stories is on there. Troy Robinson wants MJ. That's Michael Jackson, sold to Troy Robinson. And we have the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Paul Butterfield Blues Band is $24.99. Alan Parsons Project, Turn of a Friendly Card, is $19.99. Sarah McLachlan, Touch. How didn't that sell the first time around? That is $39.99. Sarah McLachlan, Touch. This is a 1989 OG. Lead Belly, original soundtrack recording. Lead Belly, white label promo, $24.99. Paul McCartney, Venus and Mars is $24.99. Bob Riger is out on Thin Lizzy. So final call on Thin Lizzy. Zachary Franklin's at $36. Zachary Franklin's at $36. Going once, going twice. Vinyl and inserts, fine. The Obi and the cover has a small spot of water damage on it. That's Zachary's at $36. Yes is at $45. Trifold cover, Obi. It's a top copy. $45 on Yes, going once, going twice. First to Sarah McLachlan was Eddie Bruce. John Edison wrote Wonder Stories about his young kids. I didn't know that. I always thought it was some kind of enchanted, like, it always sounds like some kind of mystical, like most Yes songs, something mystical and fairy tale-ish. Robert Palmer. Robert Palmer is $19.99. And Three Dog Night Golden Biscuits is $19.99. Paul Brothers, you were second on Sarah McLachlan. The Magic Garden of Stanley Sweetheart is a promo copy, $19.99. And Mick Jagger, She's the Boss. Jagger is $24.99. Barbara's is $24.99. And the Drifters Golden Hits. There's some good records in here. Drifters Golden Hits, $19.99. Duets, Jerry Lee Lewis and Friends. These are usually always on gold vinyl. It is Jerry Lee Lewis and Friends. That is $24.99. Let me get these kicked around. Let's see. Next was Drifters. We have, it's a soundtrack to Hammersmith's Out, original soundtrack recording. Hammersmith's Out, original soundtrack recording, $19.99. Starring Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton, $19.99. And Bill Evans Trio is a 1966 mono pressing, $29.99 on Verve. Okay, Thin Lizzy, final call. 30 seconds on that. Zachary's at 36, and final call on Yes. Paul's at 45. About 30 seconds on those. Ravi Shankar, Improvisations, is $24.99. Mr. Shankar. And another one, Ragas, Ravi Shankar, Ali Akbar Khan, $29.99. Hard and Heavy, Paul Revere and the Raiders, is $12.99. Bright Lights, Big City. This is a sealed soundtrack with hop sticker, $39.99. Slim Harpo, Blues Hangover, is $29.99. And Disco Train, Donny Osmond. Disco Train, Donny Osmond, $9.99. Steve Miller Band Anthology is $29.99. Robert Palmer, Maybe It's Live, is $19.99. And Ray Parker Jr. Chartbusters, $19.99. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Thin Lizzy to Zachary Franklin for $36. And Paul Brothers, you get the Yes going for the one for $45. $36 and $45, both sold to y'all, both of y'all. All right, you doing okay over there, April? Tanner, how about you? Tanner's hanging in there too. Ed, you doing all right? Ed's doing fine. Let's put up two new auctions. We have Culture Club, Kissing to Be Clever. Culture Club, Kissing to Be Clever, $15 start. This is a pristine copy. Virgin Records. Zach got his first Japanese LP. Uh-oh, now you're hooked. 2 inserts with the Culture Club. Covers pristine with Obi. $15 start on the Culture Club LP. Japanese pressing. $15 start. Let's take a look at this Grand Funk. Same thing. Best of Grand Funk. This is earlier Grand Funk, I have a feeling. $15 start on this. The Best of Grand Funk. Gatefold. Nice cover. No Obi. Japanese pressing though. The Best of Grand Funk. There's the Japanese insert. And here is the disc. It is, I'm going to say this is closer to an EX rather than a pristine copy. That's more closer to an EX on this one. Grand Funk, $15 start, Japanese pressing, Best of Grand Funk, which that cover, I don't know about the actual release, but that cover is probably more so a Japanese only cover. Robert Palmer, I just showed that one. Showed Ray Parker. Ohio Players, Angel. Ohio Players, Angel, $19.99. Troy Robinson is in at $15 on Culture Club. Jeannie Pinnell is in at $16. And Jeannie Pinnell makes our t-shirts, and they're dropped off, and they're right here by the front door. Our Coletco record shirts and our regular Coletco logo shirts. So expect a post soon on how we're going to do those, because I didn't want to show them tonight because we don't really have them separated and sorted, and I know we would be having a lot of t-shirts flying out the door. So we'll do that either through the group first and then we'll show them live. But I have a Chad Williams original design on one of them. That is also something I copied from something else. And then of course our standard logo. So we have t-shirts finally. And I got stickers in the mail. And I finally made more business cards. I hadn't had business cards since the first of the year. We write down my number on sticky notes and give it to people. So, very professional. Tracks on Grand Funk is Sins, A Good Man's Brother, Heartbreaker, Mr. Limousine Driver, Closer to Home. Hey, that's a good one. Are You Ready? Time Machine, Nothing Is the Same, Aimless Lady, Got This Thing Going on the Move, and Inside Looking Out. So, that's earlier Grand Funk. So, Culture Club, 18 on Troy Robinson, Tim Besaws at 15 on Grand Funk, and Wayne Heats at 17. Another Robert Palmer, that one is sealed, $39.99. Wynoni Harris, Mr. Blues Is Coming to Town, $19.99. The Performance Soundtrack is a UK pressing, $29.99. UK pressing, $29.99. Coven, Blood on the Snow. Coven is sealed, $49.99. This is a, wow, limited to 300 copies, orange pumpkin pressing. First time it's been reissued since 1974. Coven, Blood on the Snow, that is sealed, $49.99. Michael Church is at 20 on Grand Funk. Hendry is at 19 on Culture Club. And Wayne Heat is at 21 on Grand Funk. So 2 auctions, Japanese records being auctioned off in the background right now. Reminiscing, Buddy Holly is $39.99. And the Beach Boys, Endless Summer, 2 LP compilation, $19.99. 9. Okay, there is some fantastic records in there I know y'all want. So let's flip. I'm just going to do a quick recap, and you can ask prices one more time, or you can make offers, however, or you can go ahead and start claiming them. What did you shoot today after 2 hours sleep? No, that was 2 hours sleep after golf. I've slept for 2 hours after the golf. When I teed off, I hadn't went to sleep yet. So I actually played okay. It was a 2-man scramble. It was all right. We won't talk about official scoring. We'll keep that private. But, well, you don't really, well, it's a flighted scramble. There's a lot of winners, okay? It's like one of those things where everybody gets a trophy. Is reminiscing on a maroon label. Not really, but there's a lot of winners. They did 9 payouts. I didn't get any payouts, I'll just put it that way. But you can go out there and shoot whatever, and you never know, you could win money. You can go out there and shoot 3 over and still come in second place in a flight. So, it's not on the maroon. It's on the coral rainbow label, I guess you call it. It does have the original inner sleeve, though. Okay, so I see some people out on Grand Funk, and I think I had a couple people out on Culture Club, so let me find that. John Miller said he'll give 20 for Muddy and the Wolf. John, that is sold to you. 20 for Muddy and the Wolf. And let's start. I'm just going to recap to refresh your memory. Mothers of Invention, Hank Williams Jr., Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits, David Bowie, ZZ Top Afterburner, The Who, The Beatles, Paul Simon, The Cook Duet, The Beatles, Gordon Lightfoot, Glenn Frey, Yes, The Sting, John Wayne, Paul McCartney. By the way, happy 80th birthday, Paul McCartney. Charlie Daniels Band, Rock of Ages, and that is the band. So current bid on Grand Funk is $25 with Michael Church. The best of Grand Funk Japanese pressing. Like I said, that isn't a pristine copy, but it's very close EX. And then Culture Club, it's been a while on this one. Hendry is at $19 on Culture Club. Hendry is at $19 on Culture Club. Going once, going twice. And same thing with Grand Funk. Going once, going twice. Deborah put BB 19, BB 10. What was BB? Beach Boys. Beach Boys. I'm trying to figure out what that was. Regina Elvis was $24.99. Regina was Elvis was $24.99. Eric Clapton Backless, $34.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Grand Funk, Herb Albert, The Romantics, The Supremes, Paul Revere. There's the Elvis, Regina. It was $24.99. Red Rider, Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Alan Parsons Project, Lead Belly, Paul McCartney, Robert Palmer, Three Dog Night, The Magic Gardens of Stanley Sweetheart, Mick Jagger, Barbarous, and Jerry Lee Lewis duets. All right, let's go ahead and sell Culture Club to Hendry for $19. We got many more to put up for auction. And the best of Grand Funk to Michael Church for $25. Hendry, you get Culture Club for $19. Michael Church, you get Grand Funk for $25. Tanner, I'll let you reassemble those in their respective sleeves. And what else we got back here? We got a couple nice looking John Lennons. And is this Japanese fix? It is. All right, let's do some selling here. First, so Deborah, let me know which Beach Boys and what exactly is going on there. I think I was a little confused on what you were referring to. Also sell Brian White, the Sting soundtrack for $12. Sold to Brian White. The Elvis, there's two different, or first let me pull Elvis for Regina. Regina gets the Elvis. And the Beatles was, there's a copy of the early Beatles, which is a compilation. It was $19.99, and then we had a purple Capitol label, Beatles 6 for $49.99, near mint. Okay, next couple Japanese pressings. First is John Lennon Imagined. John Lennon Imagined. This is a very nice looking, pristine. I remember looking at this one. Very, very nice copy of John Lennon Imagined, Japanese pressing. Let's see what's all with this one. There's the disc and a new Japanese inner sleeve for you. There is the original insert, original inner sleeve, I should say, and then there's the original insert. And that's all that's with it. Obi and cover are very, very nice. There's one corner ding right here. And this is, let me see what I had it marked. This I'll do for a $25 start. John Lennon Imagine Japanese pressing. $25 start on John Lennon Imagine. Next is the Fix Reach the Beach Japanese pressing. The Fix Reach the Beach. One thing leads to another. Saved by Zero Japanese inner. No Obi on this one. No Obi on this one. Cover is nice. Insert's nice. Vinyl's pristine. Reach the Beach by the Fix. I'll say a $15 start on that one. Reach the Beach, the Fix. Japanese press. David Johnson's at 25 on John Lennon, and we're looking for a $15 start on the Fix. Beach Boys Endless Summer for 10. I will split that with you, and I will sell that to you for 15. That's usually something that gets gone because it's a pretty good compilation. I will sell that to you for $14.99, Deborah. $14.99. All right, I'm almost done recapping this bin. I feel like we've been in this bin forever. Robert Palmer. I feel like I've read off Robert Palmer's 9 times. Bill Evans Trio. Ravi Shankar. That was Paul Revere. Bright Lights, Big City. Slim Harpo. Donny Osmond. Steve Miller Band. Robert Palmer. Ray Parker Jr. Ohio Players. Robert Palmer. Rhinoni Harris. The Performance Soundtrack. Coven. The Supremes. And Buddy Holly. There's a lot of good records in there. Just sitting there waiting for a new home. I'm going to pull this off probably after I show some of this stuff. I'm starting on a crate of Discogs and eBay stuff, and I'm going to work on that soon. Paul Revere Greatest Hits, $10, Larry Underhill. Let me find that for Larry Underhill. No, it does not have the inserts, Wayne. I wish, but it doesn't. We're going to sell that. That's a 2i stick. Wow, that's very nice, though. Sell that to Larry Underhill for $10. Hendry's at 15 on the Fix, and Susie wants ZZ Top. I think that was Afterburner, ZZ Top. Sell that to Susie. Okay. Let's start on the crate of new vinyl. New vinyl crate. Let me do that right this moment. Let me put these over here. I'm going to do those later. What's that noise? Coke machine. Sounds like the Coke machine struggling. It's too hot. Deborah said sold on the Beach Boys, so Tanner put down Deborah for the Beach Boys for $15. And quick recap, David Johnson is stealing John Lennon Imagine. I'm going to have to bid against him if no one else does. John Lennon Imagine, Japanese press right now for $25. And Hendry has the Fix for $15. Both of those are going once, going twice. Feel free to bid as high as you want to. Price on Venus and Mars for Jack. Venus and Mars was priced, should be pretty easy to find in here. It is $24.99. $24.99. And it's 2 LP. I see a couple inserts. I'd say it felt kind of heavy. Yeah, it looks like it has a poster with it and maybe something else. And that is $24.99, Jack. New vinyl on sale. Everybody pay attention. This is the time you want to wake up. I've got some stuff in here that's clearance. Making way for, we got 7, 8 crates we didn't sell this week, so we got to thin out our bins just to have room to put this stuff in alphabetical order. Next is, would I do 20? I sure will. Venus and Mars sold to Jack for 20. Can I see Imagine? Yes, give me a second, and I will go back through the Japanese pressings before I do a final call on them. I've got way too much in here, so let me pull some stuff straight out of the middle. This is the Sex Pistols on sale. Sex Pistols No Future UK. No Future UK. This is a Culture Factory pressing. Yellow vinyl and black vinyl. One pressing, only 2,000 worldwide. This is on sale for, I'll do these for $19.99. Sex Pistols No Future UK, $19.99 on those. Sex Pistols, $19.99. Mike Massey on Sex Pistols. I've got Kevin Tays on a Sex Pistols. Tanner, these are $19.99. And Jeffrey Walker on a Sex Pistols. That is the only 3 I have. They're gone. Mike Massey, Kevin Tays, and Jeffrey Walker. I only had 3. Y'all are going to like this portion of on sale new vinyl. Some cool stuff. And probably during part 2, I can actually go through the bins more and pull out probably a whole nother crate. So Kevin Tays, Jeffrey Walker, or did you get those names, Tanner? Mike Massey, Kevin Tays, and Jeffrey Walker. Okay, let's do something here I've never put on sale. Motley Crue, The End. These were originally $56.99, so 10. I'll do these for, these were originally $56.99. I'll do these for $44.99. $44.99. This is Motley Crue, The End, live in Los Angeles. 2 LP on yellow vinyl and DVD. They were $56.99. I had one from July, and I had one from October. And I think this one was a putback or something, and it got re-stickered, and they're both, I know, pretty sure from July. Motley Crue, The End, live in Los Angeles, $44.99. I have 2 of them, and they're no longer available. As you know, they've pulled most of their catalog, and they're reissuing their entire catalog, and that's not something I could get right now. Let's go over what's going on in the background here with John Lennon, Imagine. So we have John Lennon, Imagine. David Johnson's at $45. This is a Japanese press. Obi is beautiful. The cover is really nice. Has a couple of like what I call aging spots right here. Has the original inner sleeve and the insert, and the vinyl was pristine. The vinyl was pristine. Paul Brothers is at $50 on the John Lennon Imagine. That's back here in the back. And the Fix just got another bid recently. Right now, Hendry's at $23 on the Fix Reach the Beach, and this is a Japanese pressing. No Obi, does have the insert. Robert Johnson's at $25. So Paul Brothers is at $50 on John Lennon. Robert Johnson's at $25 on the Fix. Woods Felix wants a Motley Crue. Motley Crue is $44.99, Woods Felix. And I have one left if anybody wants it. One left if anybody wants it. Actually, here's what I'll do. I have one with, this one has a corner ding, I'm just now seeing. I'll sell this one for $39.99. $39.99 for the one with the corner ding. That's the next person who claims Motley Crue. Looks like it got dropped on its corner. $39.99 on that one. $44.99 on the other one. All right, what is this? Let's do, okay. Speaking of Japanese, I got some new Japanese vinyl here. I can't believe I'm having to discount it. This is The Who, I'm a Boy. This is a new Japanese pressing. New Japanese pressing of The Who, I'm a Boy. These were $64.99, $49.99. I'm a Boy, The Who, Japanese pressing. These are new pressing from Japan, $49.99. That one's called I'm a Boy. They reissued like three, I don't know if I'm going to say Japanese only releases, but they had a couple of releases that I guess were in Japan, or I guess they were Japan only, or maybe Japan looking covers, and that's what happened with those. So those are $49.99. The Who, I'm a Boy. I always want to say It's a Boy, but it's I'm a Boy. The Who, those are $49.99, $15 off. Robert Johnson's at $31 on the Fix. Paul Brothers is in at $50 on the John Lennon. David says he's out, so John Lennon's going once, going twice. The Fix just got another bid for $31. Old Crow Medicine Show, $32.99. I'm going to mark these down to $19.99. Old Crow Medicine Show, Remedy. Grammy award-winning album, 3-colored splatter vinyl. I think it looks like the Tennessee flag there. And this is a 2 LP set, gatefold. Old Crow Medicine Show, $19.99. Remedy, 2 LP colored vinyl, was $32.99. $19.99 for Old Crow Medicine Show. Mark Robinson's at $33 on the Fix, and Robert Johnson says he's out. So Mark Robinson, you have the Fix, going once, going twice. Michael Potts wants an Old Crow Medicine Show. I have 2 left. Old Crow Medicine Show. Yes. So this is, these are actually on sale right now of one of my distributors. So, but look at all the different prices. We have some marked $37.99. We have some marked $49.99, and then I went ahead and ordered a couple more, and I didn't realize we still had these in the bin. So I've even got a couple more on the way. The on-sale price is going to be $24.99. This is music on vinyl, so that's just where we ordered them at different times from different distributors. You know, they were, sometimes things are just different prices everywhere. Yes, Union, music on vinyl, $24.99. Yes, Union, $24.99. And actually what I'm going to do is I've got two here that are pristine for $24.99. Scott Corcoran wants one. And then I have two with a dinged corner, two that were creased right here, and those are $19.99. So what I'll do is whoever claims them, you can have a $24.99 one, or you can have a $19.99 with it's got a crease that runs up there about the S and yes, all the way across right here. It's pretty noticeable, but I mean, you might want one $5 cheaper. So $24.99 pristine or $19.99 ding corner. Your pick. Scott will pick first, then Paul, then Tony, and then Michael Church. He says he'll take a $19.99 one. So we'll see what they want, then we'll see what's left. Final call on John Lennon. Final call, John Lennon is Paul Brothers, $50, going twice, going 3 times. And the fix is at Mark Robinson. The fix is at Mark Robinson Mark Robinson for $33, going once, going twice. Scott, I need to know if you want a $24.99 one or a $19.99 one. And then Paul Brothers says he wants a $24.99 one. And then I'll have to see what two's left if y'all are okay with that. It's up to Scott at this point. It's up to Scott at this point. Yes, Union. This is a pretty tough Yes album to get. I mean, when did this come out? 1991? I think it was like a UK. I don't know if they were pressed in the States. So this is the best way to go. Got a creased one from me at full price. You should have just waited an entire year and then you could have got one half off. Yes, $24.99. That's Scott Corcoran. And the next person was Paul Brothers, and he wanted a nice one. So then next in the lineup was Michael Church and Tony Doyle. Tony, I don't have a good one anymore. So if you're okay with a $19.99 one, then that's up to you. But for sure, Michael Church gets one. And these are $19.99 Tanner. So that's $19.99. This is Tony Doyle's. If Tony doesn't want it, then it's Susie's. And let's go ahead and sell these two auctions. Paul Brothers gets the John Lennon. Paul Brothers gets the John Lennon for $50. That's sold to Paul Brothers. John Lennon, $50. And Mark Robinson gets the fix for $33. Mark Robinson gets the fix for $33. Tony passes on the crease, so we'll give it to Susie for $19.99. Susie Breedlove. The Vapors, magnets. These get hung up sometimes in my crates. The Vapors, magnets. This was supposed to be like a huge release, a huge reissue. It hadn't been reissued in a long time. This is reissued on vinyl for the first time. That's what I thought. It includes the singles Spiders and Jimmy Jones, pressed on clear vinyl. These are now on sale. They were $36.99. I have a bunch of them. I'm going to make these $19.99. Mike Massey already claimed one for I even told a price. I could have said $50,000. The Vapors is $19.99. These were originally $36.99. I've got a bunch of them. Hopefully, a lot of people watching wants a Vapors LP. $19.99. Reissued for vinyl for the first time. Clear vinyl, the Vapors magnet. Sell Mike Massey one for $19.99. And anybody else, I've got one here. I know there's some on the Cubby, and I think we got 2 listed on our website inventory. Let's go ahead and do the wall. I thought I already discounted this once. I may have off the wall, and then we had, it looks like 3 more up here in our bins. But I have the Wallflowers exit wounds. These were $30.99. Now they're $19.99. The Wallflowers exit wounds. And I think I already sold out the ones I had back there on our wall. These are the 3 that was up here in our bin. The Wallflowers exit wounds. The first album in nearly a decade. Limited edition. Limited edition. So we have Tommy Flowers on the Wallflowers. Tommy Flowers on the, Tommy Flowers on the Wallflowers. I got 2 left. Those are $19.99. How much for Panic at the Disco? That's a good question. Uh-oh, I have one more yes left. This is a non-creased one. Yeah. Yeah, Tony Doyle. I got you a non-creased one, $24.99. Tracy Miller wants a Wallflowers. Sell that to Tracy Miller, $19.99. Where did you even see that, Paul? Panic at the Disco. I can't be letting people jump ahead now. Now I'm going to have to put it up for auction. Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco. And this is, what is the name of this one? Pray for the Wicked. Panic at the Disco, Pray for the Wicked. $1 start. $1 start. Panic at the Disco, $1 start. New and sealed. I'm going to have to hide stuff. No more looking ahead. Let me pull out another Japanese pressing. Let's do a copy of Billy Joel and a copy of Rolling Stones. Two new Japanese pressings up for bid. This is Rolling Stones, Sucking in the 70s. Rolling Stones, Sucking in the 70s. This is a compilation. It is pristine. Very, very nice. This will be a $30 start. Reduced price starting bid. The Rolling Stones, Sucking in the 70s. There's the original inner sleeve. And there is the original Japanese insert. Cover is very nice. Has the custom Rolling Stones obi with it. This is a $30 start. Rolling Stones, Sucking in the 70s. Japanese press. Very, very nice. $30 start on that. And we have Billy Joel, The Stranger. Billy Joel, The Stranger is a 1977. This looks like a, from this label, looks like an OG press. I'm going to grade this one. This one has a scuff across it right there. So I'm going to call this one EX. Billy Joel, The Stranger. $25 start on that. We're going to call this one EX. That looks like the original anti-static that probably came with it. We've got it in a new Japanese inner. And there's the original insert. So whatever I just said, I think I said $25 start on this. $25 start. Moving out just the way you are, Only the Good Die Young. Great album. Billy Joel, The Stranger. EX condition on that. David Johnson's at $25. So now we got 3 auctions going on. Paul Beal is high bid. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Do you have any Japanese Metallica? No, I don't. I have one copy of Ride the Lightning that is not for sale as of right now. Paul Beal is at 15 on Panic at the Disco, going once, going twice. Tommy Flowers is at 30 on the Stones, going once, going twice. Eddie Pasir is at 26 on Billy Joel. What else is in here? This next record is Spiritualized. Ladies and gentlemen, we are floating in space. These were $34.99. I'm going to make these $19.99. Spiritualized. Ladies and gentlemen, we are floating in space. Special edition, reissued with new artwork on double 180-gram black vinyl. $19.99. Spiritualized. $19.99 on those. Killing Joke. Killing Joke Pylon. Killing Joke Pylon, transparent green vinyl, fully remastered. These were $48.99. $48.99 for Killing Joke. I will make this $29.99. Killing Joke is $29.99. On sale price for Killing Joke Pylon, $29.99. These were $48.99. Spiritualized goes to Preston Rogers and Arnold S. Chavez, $19.99, Tanner. Preston Rogers, and Arnold Chavez. Both are sold. Tony Doyle, you were next, then Kristen, and then Killing Joke goes to Mike Massey and Preston Rogers. Mike Massey and Preston Rogers, $29.99 each on those. Mike Massey and Preston Rogers on Killing Joke. Okay, next is My Bloody Valentine. These were $34.99, now $19.99. My Bloody Valentine MBV. Fully analog cut, includes download, and that is $19.99. Has anybody ever actually used a download card before? I have a feeling maybe if everybody I've ever sold a new LP for of a download card, I'd say 1%'s actually used them. That's going to be my guess. But I don't know. Have you ever used the download cards in these? I don't think many people do. Robert V takes a My Bloody Valentine, and Tony Doyle was second. So Robert was first, and Tony Doyle was second. Those are $19.99. Sold to Robert and Tony. All right, final call on these auctions. Panic at the Disco was Paul Beal for $15. He probably was going to end up anyway. He called a early peek at it, so I had to put it up for a $1 start. Usually if somebody sees something in a crate, don't think I'm ignoring you, but we always do it. We always do it just like first come, first serve, and you have to wait until I'm actually presenting it. Just that's a couple rules. But sometimes if it's something I've already shown, sometimes I bend that so people ask anyway. So just wait for the right time before you pull the trigger. Paul knows that. He was playing it safe though. So 15 to Paul, going once, going twice. The Stones, I don't think got another bid except the $30 start. I had Tommy Flowers at $30 on the Rolling Stones Japanese press of Sucking in the 70s. Great deal on that right now. Tommy's at $30 going once, going twice. And then Billy Joe, we had 25, 26, 28, 30. We had 33, we had 31, we had 32, 34, 35, 36, 36, 37 on Billy Joe, and 40 on Billy Joe. So I do have more Dark Knight Rises, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and do Sinead. Sinead O'Connor, Lion and the Cobra, music on vinyl, $19.99. These were $37.99. Sinead O'Connor, music on vinyl, The Lion and the Cobra, $19.99. I thought I missed it, started being. No, that's okay. I was just, so everybody know, I know we got a few new people or a few people recently watching, but what we do is just, you got to kind of, I don't know, it's just the right time for you claim. David Robertson wants a Sinead O'Connor. I have two of these available. They are $19.99. There's one for David Robertson, and I have one left. Hendry takes the other one. Those are both sold. All right, so let's go ahead and sell Paul Beal, Panic at the Disco. Paul Beal, Panic at the Disco. This is $15 sold to Paul Beal, auction. And Tommy Flowers, you're going to get a steal. Rolling Stones, Japanese press, Sucker in the 70s, sold to you for $30. And current bid on Billy Joe is David Johnson, David E. Johnson. He gets, he has Billy Joe at $41, The Stranger. That is an EX. Tracy said, can I put back the Wallflowers? Yes, you can. I was about to say, I think I've sold one of those to you already. I've already sold one of those to you already. Next is Thrice. These are $19.99. Thrice, Horizons East. Thrice, I got two of them, $19.99. $19.99. Give me something 90s, 2000s to bid on. Let me see what I got in my crate over here I'm pulling out of. There's not much, I don't have much Japanese stuff in the 90s. I'm pulling stuff out of a Japanese bin. Let me see what's over here in this other one. We're going to need a couple new auctions, though. Let's do... Arnold, I've already sold out of Sinead O'Connor. There's the Wallflowers. If anybody missed it, I've got two left. The Wallflowers Exit Wounds, $19.99. Don Henley, our next two Japanese auctions. Don Henley, I Can't Stand Still. Don Henley, I Can't Stand Still. We're going to put this up for a, I don't know, $25 start. Don Henley, I Can't Stand Still. Japanese press. Man, this has Dirty Laundry on it. First track on side 2. That's going to sound good. Insert and Obi. $25 start on Don Henley, I Can't Stand Still, Japanese pressing. $25 start. If you're also watching for the first time, Japanese pressings, if you want to know why, that is a $25 start and not normally a $15 or $20 album like a US pressing. They're a better quality. It's got the Obi with it. It's got cool Japanese inserts, better cover, better inking, better everything. And they're highly collectible, as you can see. A lot of people, the only thing they collect or only thing they buy or have in their collections is Japanese pressings. The Doors, Alive She Cried. I'm going to reduce this one and put this up. I don't know if I've actually ever looked at the vinyl on this one. This is a live Doors album. The Doors, Alive She Cried, $35 start. The Doors, Alive She Cried, $35 start. That was absolutely pristine. There is the original Japanese insert, and there is the original inner sleeve with liner notes and picture of the Doors on stage. $35 start on that. $35 start on the Doors, Alive She Cried. So we have the Doors at a $35 start. We have Don Henley at a $25 start. Robert's in at $25. Looks like a couple people's in on the Doors. And we have Bob Schuller Takes a Wallflowers for $19.99. Bob Schuller Takes a Wallflowers for $19.99. Also go ahead and sell David Johnson the Billy Joe Stranger. Billy Joe the Stranger for $41. R&B. I'm always looking for stuff like that. Don't worry. I'm always looking for blues and obscure. I think the closest thing I have to blues, is it still in this bin? I've had this thing forever. I don't know, I guess, exactly what genre you call this, but this was quite pricey, and I've had it for some time, so I'll put it up. This is Joe Hill Lewis, the Bebop Boy. Joe Hill Lewis. It's a newer pressing. I don't think there's anything ever really originally released. I mean, it says Sun, Memphis, but I don't think it's anything mono. I don't know what year this is actually pressed. I think I've had $75 or $85 on this for a while. $10 start. Joe Hill Lewis, the Bebop Boy. Sun Records has the Obi with it. I don't know a lot about it, but it's a $10 start. I guess it looks bluesy. $10 start on Joe Hill Lewis. Reduced auction. I don't know a lot about Joe Hill. All right. So, the Doors. Paul Beal is at $39 on the Doors. Dallas Coop was at, hold on a second. Don Henley. First is Don Henley. Robert V is at $25 on Don Henley. Doug Jefferson bid $35 on the Doors. Eddie Pasir bid $35 on the Doors. Dallas Coop bid $48. Paul Beal is out. Tommy Flowers bid $15 on Joe. And then Zach bid $10. Sean bid $20. Derek bid $15. Robert Johnson's at $25. Zach's at $26. There's where we're at. Okay, we got to get these Who Japanese pressings sold. I think I sold one set to somebody, and I've got another one here. Let's do this one. This is the Who Exciting. I did the other one, $49.99. What's it going to take for y'all to buy a new, pristine, brand new, unused, mint, new copy of The Who Exciting? The Who Exciting. Brand new. What I'll do is see how close we can get to an offer. And then I've got, 3 titles of these, 2 each. The Who Exciting. The Joe Hill is blues from 1986. That's what I was thinking. I knew it wasn't a newer or like an older blues, or, it's old blues, but it's not a old pressing. Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake, Justified. On sale for $24.99. Can't believe I'm having to put Justin Timberlake on sale. This is the only album we have in stock, the only thing we've had for a while. The Who, $25. Let me think on that, Frank. $24.99 for Justin Timberlake. Justified. $24.99. Did anybody claim a Thrice? Thrice was $19.99. I think no one claimed any of those. Carlene Rollins wants a Justin Timberlake. Tanner, that's $24.99. And, man, look at the track list on The Who. I Can See for Miles, Summertime Blues. Man. One copy of JT left. I don't know about 25 though. That's really cheap. Not saying your offer's cheap, but I know what I paid for those things. Tina Turner, Foreign Affairs. Tina Turner, Foreign Affair, stickered at $37.99. Tina Turner is now $19.99. Remastered and available as a double album for the first time. $19.99. Kristen Bell takes a Justin Timberlake. So last one is sold to Kristen Bell, and that is $24.99. Nick Pullen wants a Tina Turner, and so does Hendry. So Nick and Hendry gets a Tina Turner. Let me make sure I don't have any more of those over here on my R&B section. And probably while I'm over here, I can pick out a couple other titles I know we've had for a while that I'm ready to sell. Let's see what I got over here. Actually, I don't have any more Tina Turner. I think that was it. That was it on the Tina Turner. What's that? There's Tina Turner in here. I pulled those from the bins. I'm not seeing them. Okay. The one we just sold was Tina Turner, Foreign Affair. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. I did find a couple other things though. I'm ready to reduce, so that's good. And we've been selling the heck out of them, especially last night. What's that? Tina Turner's were $19.99. Frank said he would do 30 on a Who, and so did Zach. All right, let's sell those then. Fair enough. $30. Let's sell one to Zach, and let's sell one to Frank McCogano. The Who, Exciting, $30. Frank and Zach, $29.99 on those. We have Funkadelic. I just pulled these out over there. These are only $14.99. Funkadelic toys, $14.99, new and sealed. I have 4 available. Funkadelic toys, 4 available, $14.99. $14.99. Give me 1 second, I'll get all 3 auctions caught up. Kevin Tays, Robert Johnson, Kelly Deck, and Susie Breedlove. Kevin Tays, Robert Johnson, Kelly Deck, and Susie Breedlove gets the Funkadelics. I got 4, and they're all sold. $14.99. $14.99. Did you get the Who's? Okay, Who's are done. Sorry, I wish I could sell everybody a Funkadelic, but I only got those. I got another one coming up. It's actually one we auctioned off last night, an OG of. I'll do those in just a second. Okay, so now let me get my phone and scroll way back up to the top here and see where we're at on Joe Hill Lewis. High bid on Joe Hill Lewis is Zach Biley at $28. This is Joe Hill Lewis, the Bebop Boy. 1986 Japanese pressing, and that's on Sun Records. It's pristine. I mean, it looks new. $28 to Zach Biley, going once, going twice. Dallas Coop had the Doors. This is the Doors, Alive She Cried, another pristine Japanese pressing. I think Dallas Coop had this for $48. He does. And we only had one bid. Robert V. on Don Henley. I Can't Stand Still back here. That was Robert V's. That's going 3, going 4 times. I should have already sold that, but I need to do a reminder on it. Don Henley, Robert V. has that for $25. That's about to be sold. Derek Hartman is at 30 on Joe Hill Lewis. Okay, Derek's at 30 on Joe Hill Lewis. The final call on those 2, like 15 seconds. All right, I'll skip that. Who we have Richie Havens, Mixed Bag. Richie Havens, I only have 1 copy. Richie Havens, Mixed Bag. This is a reissue of his debut album, 1999. This one is mono, Flying High Bird. I Can't Make It Anymore is a good track. Also has him doing Handsome Johnny, which he did at Woodstock. Of course, he's always covering Beatles stuff. Richie Havens, Sold to Tommy Flowers, 1999. All right, let's go ahead and sell the Doors to Dallas Coop for $48. Dallas Coop, you get the Doors, A Life She Cried, $48. And Don Henley, sold to Mr. Robert V., which, Tanner, I can go back and give you his exact last name. I think you know who I'm talking about, though. He gets Don Henley for $25. This is current bid is Derek Hartman has this for $30. Going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. All right, let's get ready for a flurry of comments. Y'all know what's coming. Funkadelic, Cosmic Slop, $19.99 on this one. Funkadelic, Cosmic Slop. I sold a bunch of these. That toys we had earlier, I think I ordered 4 of those and we didn't have anybody buy one. We've sold a bunch of this one. This is a little bit more popular album, I think. $19.99 on this Funkadelic. Kevin Tays, Stephen Tuttle, who's number 3, Derek Hartman. Kevin Tays, Stephen Tuttle, and Derek Hartman. I wish I had more for everybody else. Now, what I can do, these things are originally like $26.99. I mean, I can restock these. It's been a while since I've shown them. And as y'all see what Funkadelic albums was bringing last night, that's not a bad price. But I may go through and reorder some more of their stuff and kind of mix it in a new arrival soon. Okay, this stuff here I think I've shown before, so I'm going to make it even cheaper so we can get it sold. This is some new vinyl. I've already discounted it once. I'm going to discount it again. The first thing we're going to start with is ELO, $14.99. New ELO. This is Electric Light Orchestra Part 2. No, Jeff Lynne isn't on here. It's a gatefold pressing, new sealed, $14.99 on Electric Light Orchestra. Joe Hill Lewis. Joe Hill Lewis is sold. I think our new buyer, Derek Hartman, who also just bought a Funkadelic. Derek, I'm going to sell this to you for $30. Derek, if those are your first purchases with us, thank you, and make sure you message our page. Make sure you message our page with your email address and your mailing address. And this is our last show of the week. It's $7 unlimited shipping, and we will send you an invoice on Monday. You will be getting that in your mailbox. All right, I've got three new Japanese records to put up for auction, and I've got one that I'm just going to reduce by a little bit, but we've sold a ton of them. I'm going to make it a little bit cheaper than we usually sell them for, and maybe somebody will grab it. If you don't, you'll regret it. I'm going to make this, instead of $74.99, I'm going to make this $64.99. The only reason is I've got more of these coming. The Beatles 62 to 66, this is one of those pristine copies, has the original inner sleeves, has the book, has the poster, has the inserts. $64.99. It's pretty much a Beatles greatest hits, everything from 62 to 66. There is a lot of these over in Japan. As y'all know, we're getting a lot of stuff direct from Japan. There's a couple titles that just sold really well over there, and there's, we can get them on a regular basis sometimes, and sometimes they don't have OBs. Sometimes they're not complete. This one's complete with the OB, the poster, the book, and everything. And I think I've sold about a dozen of these for $74.99 or more. This one's $64.99. It's not red vinyl. No. They did make red vinyl over there too. I think I've got a blue one on the way, but no, that one's black vinyl. I wish it was red. It may be, if it was red vinyl, it may be twice as much. Okay, 3 Japanese pressings at a reduced starting bid. The first one is the Beach Boys Best 20, Spirit of America. I'm going to do this for a $25 start. The Beach Boys Spirit of America. This has a lot of songs on it. Side 1 has 10 tracks. Side 2, yeah, it's Best 20, so 20 tracks. This is, got the insert with it, $20 start. Dance, 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 409, Little Honda, Beach Boys songs. This is a $25 start. Beach Boys, Spirit of America. Where's Marco V at? Simon & Garfunkel, Gold Disc. Simon & Garfunkel, Gold Disc. This is a Simon & Garfunkel compilation, one of about 30 different ones I've seen come in this past week. This one's pretty cool. Has a book with it, as you can see. with, I don't know if that's supposed to be detached. I don't think so. Has a loose centerfold. Look how colorful. It's got a book with detached pages, which is very common for centerfolds, like the Beatles. And we have, yeah, it's all the hits. Homeward Bound, Bookend, Cecilia, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Mrs. Robinson, and there is the original inner sleeve. I'm going to do this for a $25 start. Pretty cool looking. It's got a foil cover. It's on CBS Sony. Gold disc, Simon & Garfunkel. $25 start on that. With Obi, pristine all the way around. Marco V. Susie bid 25 on the Beach Boys. Marco V has bid 25 on the Beach Boys. Next is a really cool album that I'm surprised no one bought at original sticker price. But I'm going to make this only a $35 start now. John Lennon live in New York City. Pristine copy with Obi. Pristine copy with Obi. There's the original inner sleeve. There is a really cool insert. Wow. That looks like something that would actually be, it's like an advertisement. I don't think I've actually looked at this one. And there's the original inner sleeve. That's the original inner sleeve. There's some kind of, almost looks like an advertising insert. And then this is the actual Japanese lyric insert. And then the disc is absolutely beautiful. $35 start on John Lennon live in New York City. $152 viewers, I know. We've taken off here. When we first got started, I think it was still daylight and everybody was just getting off the lake and finished cooking out. Now everybody's at home settling in, ready to buy some records. So the first crate we went through of vintage was insane. And we sold a few things out of there. I'm not saying we didn't sell anything, but I'm about to get back to vintage. Let me finish this bin of new vinyl. But in the background, we've got some killer Japanese auctions going on. We're going to be doing that all night. Okay, what's it going to take for me to sell out these ELOs? How about $9.99? $9.99. ELO Part 2. Is someone willing to pay $10 just to see how it sounds, just to give it a chance? I know there's no Jeff Lynne, but it's a brand new sealed LP. $9.99. This came out in 1990. I mean, you're not going to find an original copy. I've never seen one. There we go. That was the price we needed, Tanner. Kevin Tays, Wayne Heat, and Doug Jefferson takes one. Ed, do we have any more of these? I don't think we do. I think this is our last three. We'll go check the wall. We're going to get rid of ELO Part 2. So ELO, I search ELO in our distributors' catalogs, and I'm like, ELO Part 2, I've never seen that before. And I order 5 or 10. I think I've discounted those already before, and I'm like, So I get them in, then everybody's like, Chad, they don't have Jeff Lynne on it. And I was like, well, I might as well just go ahead and put these in a mystery box. But just found the market point value. I know it. Yeah, it takes a certain price for y'all to buy something. I know it. It's just $9.99. They go to Kevin Tays, Wayne Heat, and Kristen Barnett. Even if you don't want to listen to it, you're probably a completist like me and you want ELO's entire discography, whether it's a new pressing or an OG. So that helped fill. I kept one. Mine's still sealed. I don't know if I'll ever open it. But now when I'm checking off my ELO discography, I have ELO Part 2. So, okay. Let's see here where we're at. Recap on our auctions. No one bid on John Lennon? Man. Not yet, at least. So Marco V is at 28 on the Beach Boys. Troy Robinson is at 26 on Simon & Garfunkel. Speaking of cooking out, or even from Cookout tonight. No, I'm going to try to stay away from Cookout. I'm going to try to stay away. April's upset now. Maybe later. Marty Ellis, put Marty Ellis down for a Motown Collected, Tanner. Marty, I will see if I can find you one. I don't know if I actually have them on hand or not. Eddie Pacira is at 27 on Simon & Garfunkel. Troy's at 30, and we're looking for a $35 start on John Lennon. Vicky, I need a $35 start. That's the cheapest I'll go on that one, or I'll keep it. Okay, what else is in here? Let's see. We got 3 Bauhaus albums. We have Bauhaus, Burning from the Inside, Bauhaus, The Sky's Gone, and Bauhaus in a Flat Field. 3 Bauhaus albums, $29.99. $10 a piece. Bauhaus, $29.99 for those 3. $29.99 for those 3. You can use ELO Part 2 as a vegetable chopper if you don't like it. There you go. It's at least $10. So Bauhaus bundle, sold to Doug Jeppesen, $29.99. Sold to Doug Jeppesen, $29.99 for all 3 of them. Last copy of Devo I have. This is actually colored vinyl. Devo marked down to $19.99. Was $27.99. Duty now for the future. Devo is $19.99. Duty now for the future. Eagles of Death Metal. Eagles of Death Metal. I'll mark this down. $14.99. Eagles of Death Metal, $14.99. Heart on something. Heart on something. I'm not for sure. Devo goes to Josh Huddleston, $19.99. Devo goes to Josh Huddleston, $19.99. And Jeff McMaster was second. Derek put Worm, and Tony put EODM. Derek may have wanted... We're going to give Derek benefit of the doubt and let him correct. He wanted Eagles. Yeah, okay. His autocorrect got him. Eagles autocorrected to Worm. So let's give Derek Hartman that. Tanner, make that one $14.99. That was half off. Eagles of Death Metal. All right. And somebody wants to put back... Doug says he's going to pass on ELO. Give him to Kristen. Give his ELO to Kristen. Okay, final call on these auctions so I can put up some new stuff. Simon & Garfunkel. Simon & Garfunkel Gold Disc. Simon & Garfunkel. Troy Robinson's at $30 on the Simon & Garfunkel Gold Disc. $30. Troy, that is to you. Going once, going twice. It is a Simon & Garfunkel's greatest hits. $30. Going once, going twice to you. Beach Boys, I think, is... We probably can go ahead and sell this to Marco. Marco... You get the Beach Boys for $28. Sell the Beach Boys for $28 to Marco. Marty Kramer's in on Simon & Garfunkel for $31. And I am just going to put up John Lennon. I really don't even want to sell it for $35. So if anybody wants to buy it, now's your chance. I'm not going to back off that, but I'll just package it and take it home because I have a U.S. pressing of that, but that's too nice to sell for anything less than $35. Right, Tanner? And Jack has offered $60 on the Beatles. I hate to do it, but I'm trying to empty out these bins. I'm going to try to finish emptying out this bin and this Japanese bin. So, Jack, you get that for $60. Marty Kramer's at $31 on Simon & Garfunkel. Troy's at $32. Let's see what else is in here. We have a couple empty slots. We have, is this a Japanese press, a Led Zeppelin? Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, let's see what we got here. These are a couple here that are near and dear to my heart. This is a Japanese pressing of Led Zeppelin 4. No Obi. Pristine. Led Zeppelin 4, Japanese press. P101 125A. No Obi. Has the original inner sleeve. Has the original inner sleeve. There's the gatefold. Check out that. I was talking about Japanese pressings having some nice artwork. This is the clearest. There's a $37 bid on John Lennon. There is. Who did that? No one has said anything. Who bid 37? No, Vicky bid 27. Sorry, I thought you started at 25, 37. Vicky, are you offering or are you buying John Lennon for $37? If so, it's yours. And there is the Zeppelin. Zeppelin is a $45 start. And believe me, we had more than that on it. $45 start on the Led Zeppelin 4. Led Zeppelin 4. $45 start. Pristine. Okay, sell that to Vicky. I was hoping no one was buying it. I was about to take it home. So sell Vicky that for, actually, let's just go ahead and do 35. She bid 37, but I didn't even see that. Vicky, I'm going to sell that to you for $35. John Lennon. Vicky, I think she's bought from us before, hasn't she? Vicky, I'm pretty sure you've bought from us before. If you haven't, please message the page, okay? So, yeah, some of this stuff is like really cheap. And Troy Robinson's at 34 on Simon & Garfunkel. This is Elton John, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. The vinyl on this is very, very nice. First track is Danielle. It's got a couple cool songs on it. I mean, it's Crocodile Rock, High Flying Bird is good. I like High Flying Bird. That's a great Elton John deep cut. And there is the lyric book. Elton John, gatefold pressing. Actually, this is the lyric book. Oh my gosh. Check that out. That's literally a book that comes with it. That's just an insert. The obi, kind of a little bit of wear on it. It's not pristine. It's no tears or anything. Got some fold-overs problems here. Gatefold. And I think this book is probably more suitable to be inserted just like that. It's not detached. It's supposed to go in there like that. I'll do that for a $40 start. Elton John, $40 start. Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. Okay? Simon & Garfunkel, Marty Kramer was at $33. Troy's at $34, Marty's at $40. Marty Kramer's at $40 on Simon & Garfunkel. Calvin's at $45 on Led Zeppelin. Ron and Daniel was at $46. Daniel's at $47. Derek, Jeff, B-Sides, and now Eddie Pasira's at $45 on Elton John. Okay, what's left in this bin? I've got one copy of Eels, Beautiful Freak, $19.99. This was $38.99. Eels, Beautiful Freak is now $19.99. That was $38.99. One copy, Eels, Beautiful Freak. The Beta Band, I'll do these half off. The Beta Band, $14.99. $14.99. This is the Beta Band, Heroes to Zeros, $14.99. Arnold with Chavez, first to Eels for $19.99. Sold to Arnold with Chavez. The Beta Band, half off, $14.99. Heroes to Zeros. One sold to Robert Johnson, one sold to Sean Jones. Robert Johnson and Sean Jones. Those are $14.99. Robert and Sean. Okay. We're going to get these where you have to buy them. Music on Vinyl, Atomic Rooster. Try finding a near mint copy OG of these. Not easy. This is their self-titled album. This is Music on Vinyl. I'm going to do these for $19.99. $19.99. Atomic Rooster, $19.99. Self-titled Music on Vinyl pressing. Those were $37.99. Atomic Rooster. Sold to Paul Beal and Derek Hartman. Paul Beal and Derek Hartman. Sold Derek Hartman, Paul Beal. $19.99 on those. All right, now let's see where we have. Let's see where we're at on Elton John. Jack just came in at 50 on Elton John. Ron Phillips is at 50 on Led Zeppelin, and I think we're done on Simon & Garfunkel. Troy said he was out. Marty was at 40. 40 on Simon & Garfunkel, going twice, going three times. It looks like Led Zeppelin and Elton John is still getting bids. High bid on those is 50 and 50. Ron's at 50 on Led Zeppelin. Jack's at 50 on Elton John. The Atomic Roosters went to Paul Beal, Derek Hartman, Susie, Jeff, Wayne, and Robert Johnson. Y'all were next. I have another Who Japanese press. This is actually sellout. What did we do the other ones for? $30? So I'll do these for $29.99 too. The Who Sellout Japanese Pressing. The Who Sellout Japanese Pressing. Stereo. $29.99. These are new Japanese pressings. Those were $64.99 sticker. The Who Sellout. $29.99. That's my next two on that. And Derek Hartman wants one. And let's see where we're at over here. Okay, let's go through the stuff that hadn't sold. Let's go through the stuff that hadn't sold over here. Let's go ahead and do another Atomic Rooster. This is Death Walks Behind You. Death Walks Behind You, $19.99. That's the next and last Atomic Rooster title. Death Walks Behind You, $19.99. Atomic Rooster, new sealed music on vinyl. Let's go ahead and sell Marty Kramer, Simon & Garfunkel for $40. Sold to Marty Kramer for $40, Simon & Garfunkel gold disc. The Who, by the way, was $29.99. And Robert Johnson and Jeff McMaster. Robert Johnson and Jeff McMaster gets these next two. Robert gets Atomic Rooster, and so does Jeff McMaster. $19.99 on those. Final call on Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin is a pristine Japanese pressing. Unfortunately, no OB. Instead of $50, we would be more like at $115. Ron Phillips is at $50. I still think that's a great price. $50 to Ron Phillips. Going once, going twice. And then Elton John is with Jack at $50. Going once, going twice. Final call on those. Here's what's left. How cheap do I have to get Thrice? How about $9.99? That seems like that's always the cheapest. Surely. Thrice Horizons East. $9.99. A brand new sealed album from Thrice. $9.99. Nehemiah Johnson takes one for $9.99. And so does Derek Hartman. That was the key price, right? That was the key price. All right. We have one Wallflowers left for $19.99. We have plenty of Vapors left for $19.99. Vapors magnets. So Wallflowers was $19.99. Vapors was $19.99. Old Crow Medicine Show was $19.99. 2LP colored vinyl. I still got Remedy available. And then here's the other Who Japanese pressings. The Who, I'm a Boy. I'll do $29.99 on that one. I've got two left. And then Motley Crue was $44.99. No, this was the Ding Corner one. Motley Crue is a 2LP yellow vinyl. Has a Ding Corner, $39.99. That was $56.99. And then there's the Who Sellout. The Who Sellout was also $29.99. Josh Huddleston wants an Old Crow. Old Crow was $19.99. Remedy, I've got one left. And Matt Algram wants Motley Crue The End. That was $39.99. So $39.99 to that. Josh Huddleston gets Old Crow for $19.99. And I'll give it about, these are sold. No more bids on these. I'll let Tanner get caught up before I tag those. All right, I'm putting those away. Let's go through a crate of vintage. Everybody's probably like, finally. I knew that would take a while, but there's not much left in there, so mission accomplished. Jeff McMaster wants an Old Crow Medicine Show, $19.99, and I'm going to be pulling our next auctions. Let's see here. Let's go through. I'll get it so I can get it out of my way because I'll need this spot open right here to move crates. Let's go through a crate, one more crate of new vinyl, but I promise very quickly. This is just a recap. Hall & Oates Mo-Fi. Daryl Hall, John Oates, Mo-Fi, New and Sealed, Rock and Roll Soul, Part 1. I've got two left, $49.99. Cruella Soundtrack, that's black and white swirl vinyl, $36.99. Jamie Miller, Wallflowers is $19.99. $19.99. And I actually think we had one put back, so I think we got two left now, don't we? That is the one was put back, I think. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and sell these. Jack Suslak gets Elton John for $50, and Ron Phillips gets Led Zeppelin for $50. $50 and $50. Those are both sold. Cruella Soundtrack, Led Zeppelin 1 came back in stock this week, $29.99, Led Zeppelin 1. Kiss Dynasty came back in stock this week, $33.99, and I've got a few of those left, and I only have one copy of Foo Fighters, the color and the shape left, $33.99. More Foo Fighters Greatest Hits, $29.99, and Kiss Lick It Up came back in print this week, $33.99, and I've got plenty of those. So Kiss Lick It Up, Foo Fighters Greatest Hits, Foo Fighters Color and Shape, Kiss Dynasty, Led Zeppelin 1, Cruella, and Hall & Oates Mo-Fi. Hall & Oates Mo-Fi is an essential. That's an essential. All right, let me get the next crate of vintage up here, and we'll go through more stuff. Oh, this crate looks interesting. So anything we're showing tonight vintage is sticker price or make fair offer. And I'll either say yes, no, or probably I'll counter and say, I can't do that, but I'll do $2 more. And then you'll say, sure, I'll take it. Right, April? No Shania. We are sold out. You can get me a Monster, though. Thank you. I will greatly appreciate it if you get me a Monster energy drink.
Can you please get me a Monster? And I'll say, yes, Chad.
April, will you please get me a Monster? I'm over here flipping through a bin trying to find the next records we're going to sell. And I've got REO Speedwagon, I've got Motley Crue, and I got the Eagles. Now, the Motley Crue, let's not everybody's got to understand that I had this priced. I had Motley Crue priced at one time triple digits. This is a pristine, and now keep this in mind what U.S. pressings bring when I price this for a starting bid. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. This is a pristine Japanese pressing. Don't open it yet. You got to lightly shake it.
I already shook it.
Okay. Thank you. Ed knows the drill. Did he?
Yeah, he told me.
Okay. All right. Just so if Ed approves on it, then I'm good. Take a look at this thing. Wow. Look at this. $75 start, reduced starting bid, Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. And these things are always, you know, U.S. pressings, they're trashed. This is nice. Look at that. Tommy Lee, Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil. It's got one little tiny itsy bitsy corner ding. Other than that, it looks like it is brand new. Motley Crue. $75. Stephen Tuttle's in. All right. Let me put it up. I don't want to drop it or ding it or anything else. It's like museum quality. This should be in the Smithsonian. All right, next is reduced starting bid on REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble. This don't have an Obi with it. It came with a hype sticker. I guess we'll call it an Obi sticker, which is not proper Japanese, but close enough. You get what I'm trying to say. This thing is absolutely pristine. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble, original lyric insert. It's in shrink wrap, and it's pristine. $20 start on REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble. Pristine Japanese pressing. REO Speedwagon, $20 start. The Eagles Greatest Hits. Eagles Greatest Hits. This is more so EX. More so EX. Not absolutely pristine, just a couple sleeve scuffs. It's still going to sound fantastic. Let me do the track list on this. Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Lion Eyes, Already Gone, Desperado, One of These Nights, Tequila Sunrise, Take It to the Limit, Peaceful Easy Feeling, and Best of My Love. That is why this album is the second best-selling album of all time. What a track list. The Obi has a little bit of damage there to it. A little tear on the Obi on the bottom. Of course, as y'all know, we sell the heck out of these. Most of y'all watching has probably bought an Eagles Greatest Hits at some point from me, whether U.S. or Japanese pressing. I will put this up, though, for a $35 start. $35 start. This is a really nice Japanese pressing. Really nice Japanese pressing. All right. Let me get it back in here. Not pristine, but still really nice. $35 start on that. Eagles. All right. I think I've missed some bids, so let me get caught up here. Shameless Monster. Let me take a drink and I'll do my monster plug. April's going to get you trained soon. Stephen Tuttle is at 75 on Crue. REO Speedwagon. Yeah, it knows I'm thinking about Oreos is what's going on. Jeff McMaster 75, 80. Brian Glick 100. Stephen Tuttle 90. Jeff McMaster 85. Stephen Tuttle is at 110. Calvin Ward 20, 30, and 35 on Eagles. I could do I'm a Boy and Who Sell Out for 50. What was I wanting for him? Dale, I will say both of those for $55. I'm a Boy and the Sellout. $5 more and they're yours. $5 more and they're yours. Stephen Tuttle, going once, going twice. Motley Crue, 110. Calvin Ward is at 20 on REO Speedwagon. Going once, going twice. Never mind. Jeff McMaster's at 115 on Motley Crue. And the Eagles is at Troy Robinson for $40. Dale, 5 more bucks in those years. I've got to have something to drink. Like I said, I've been awake for, is this it right here? How long have I been awake, Tanner? A long time. I've lost track. I'm starting to see spots. So this is really going to not help a little bit. The more you'll bid him, the more it wakes me up. So if you want to see Chad healthy and awake, bid as much and as high as you possibly can. Right, Tanner? It's like an energy level. The higher and the more bids you place, the more I wake up. And the cheaper prices get, even though you're bidding more. Let's go through this crate. Bowie Rare, a VG copy from Italy, $14.99. $14.99. It's a pristine copy of Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, $14.99. REO Speedwagon is going twice, going 3 times. And the Eagles to Troy Robinson is going twice, going 3 times. Patty Anderson Williams wants Bowie. Sold to Patty Anderson Williams. John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, Tough All Over. VG Plus, $14.99. Poor Boys. This is Poor Boys, Ain't Nothing in Our Pocket But Love. $14.99. Chubby Checker and Bobby Rydell. VG Plus, $9.99. The Doors, Other Voices. VG copy, $14.99. So everything in here is sticker price or best offer. It's not going to be half off. Some stuff may be 20, 25% off. Some higher end, I can't believe it hadn't sold stuff, more like 10% off. Some things you may want to go ahead and buy because you hadn't seen and you don't want anybody else to beat you to it. Your decision. Some people don't make offers on anything. They just, whatever the price is, they're not going to ever make me an offer. I used to set up at the flea market when I first started doing this, and I read people. If it didn't have, I'd end up pricing. I used to like not have stuff priced. And of course, people wouldn't want to ask a price. Some people don't want to ask a price or ask for a discount. So you got to price stuff, or you got to tell them, hey, I'll take 12 on that. You got to offer it to them. So as y'all see, that's what I have to do sometimes. I need to teach a college course on selling stuff, right, Tanner? Tanner said maybe. John Entwistle, Whistle Rhymes. VG Plus, $14.99. That's John Entwistle from The Who. All right, let's sell these auctions. Now I'm all hopped up. I can't talk. Eagles is sold to Troy Robinson for $40. REO Speedwagon is sold for $20. I'll let you reassemble that one. $20 to Calvin Ward, one and only bidder. $20, Calvin Ward. Troy Robinson gets the Eagles for $40. Final call. Stephen Tuttle's at $125 on Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Going once, going twice. Actually, I'll say first call because it hadn't been up in a while, or I hadn't shown in a while. Lily McCurry wants the John Entwistle. So to Lily McCurry. Smash Your Head Against the Wall. Another John Entwistle. VG Plus, $14.99. And Against All Odds soundtrack. VG Plus, $14.99. Brian Glick asked me if we had the Footloose soundtrack from last night. I believe I do. Still. I'm almost out of records in this Japanese bin here. We're going to have to get another one out. Let's do these last few in here. Somebody's getting pulled over in our parking lot. That happens often. All right. Brian Glick's out on the Crue. High bid was Stephen Tuttle at $125, going twice, going 3 times. Sell Lily McCurry, the other John Entwistle, for $10. Sold to Lily McCurry. Next 2 auctions until Motley Crue sells. Actually, let me do this one and this one. Then I'll do those 2 next. We have Nina. Nina is 99 Luff balloons. And this is, I'll do a $25 start on Nina. Japanese pressing, no obi. One side's in German, one side's in English. This is about an EX. Let's actually do a $20 start on Nina. $20 start on Nina. EX for Japanese is still very, very good. Looks like just some scuffs. Let's take a look at it. Nina, Doug already said 30. Fine enough. We have, I've sold these for much more than that, with or without obies. I've just all of a sudden got 2 or 3 on hand. I don't know how. Nina has the insert there with it. Doug's at 30. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Motley Crue. This is sold. Motley Crue is sold to Stephen Tuttle for $125. Motley Crue. Next is Jackie Chan. This is Jackie Chan new special. $10 start. Jackie Chan new special. This is a Japanese, kind of a white vinyl. It's not really a picture disc, is it? What's going on here? No, it's just got a gigantic label. Pretty cool, actually. Jackie Chan. B-sides is at $10. What's going on with the Send 200 stars? Just ignore that. You can send me stars if you want to. I actually hadn't gave Facebook my tax information yet. I've actually got about $350 in limbo in a Facebook account where people have sent me stars the last couple of years, and they need me to put in all of my IRS information, and I've got like $300 sitting in an account, but I don't know how to. I hadn't finished setting that up. They won't like they ask for a lot of stuff, so I don't even know if it's even worth the money. So if you send stars, you're kind of wasting your money, but if you want to, you feel free. Some point that money will make my way. It's almost like you're tipping me, but please don't do that. Just save your money and buy records. I'd rather you buy records than sending me random tip money for stars. So there's the insert. There's the original inner sleeve. There's the vinyl. Jackie Chan, new special. Pretty cool looking record. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know if it's him talking, him singing, him just making fighting noises, grunting, and I don't know what's going on. Jackie Chan. Okay, Nina is going twice, going 3 times. B-sides is at 16 on Jackie Chan. Buffalo Springfield is a VG Plus $34.99. Buffalo Springfield is a VG Plus $34.99 for what it's worth. First track. DC Cab Soundtrack is a VG Plus $19.99. Mass in F minor, the Electric Prunes, VG Plus $29.99. Joe Cocker, Cocker Happy, VG Plus $19.99. Boz Scaggs, Down to Then Left, EX $17.99. Arlo Guthrie, Running Down the Road. Arlo Guthrie is $19.99. We Are Here Again, Country Joe and the Fish, $19.99. Country Joe and the Fish. And the Guess Who, Canned Wheat, $14.99. B-sides is at 16 on Jackie Chan, going twice, going 3 times. Doug Jefferson's at 30 on Nina, going twice, going 3 times. And I'm about to sell those, and I'm going to put up 3 new ones. Best of Arlo Guthrie. ABBA, Arrival, is $19.99. The Alarm, Eye of the Hurricane. Alarm, Eye of the Hurricane, $19.99. Scorpions, Love at First Sting, $34.99. Tom Fogerty, Zephyr National, $24.99. Tom Fogerty. Arlo Guthrie, Amigo, is $19.99. The Cal Seals, 2x2 or 2x2, yellow MGM promo copy, $29.99. Robert Johnson takes The Alarm, sold to Robert Johnson. We have Genesis Invisible Touch, 12-inch single promo, $14.99. That plays at a 33. Alive and Kickin', Tighter and Tighter, featuring the hit single Tighter and Tighter, also includes their latest single, Just Let It Come. Tighter and Tighter is a great song, $19.99. This is some stuff from Kevin's collection. Elton John Friends is a VG Plus $14.99. Nina is sold to Doug Jefferson for $30. And B-Sides gets Jackie Chan. B-Sides gets Jackie Chan for $16. How much is the $35 Footloose Japanese pressing? I guess it's $35. Maybe. I don't really remember. I'm about to get that next crate. I'm almost done. I wish y'all could see. We've went through an entire bin, entire crate of Japanese vinyl. So give me a second, Brian, and I will bring that next bin. We'll start working on those reduced start auctions. I've got John Lennon, Shaved Fish. This is a John Lennon's greatest hits, essentially. This is a John Lennon's greatest hits. The vinyl, this is probably the nicest copy of this I've ever seen. This is B-sides of Jeannie Pinnell. Okay, so Jeannie Pinnell is B-sides, Tanner. Thank you, Miss Pinnell, a.k.a. Miss Ford. Shaved Fish, $40 start. $40 start on this. Original inner sleeve. Original insert. And the cover and the obi is pristine. Give Peace a Chance, Instant Karma, John Lennon hit songs. $40 start on that. Let's do Rocky, Japanese pressing of Rocky, $15 start. Rocky, original motion picture score. There's the inner sleeve, pristine. We're going to call this one EX. That's how I always look. Most Japanese vinyl pull out, I'm like, it's pristine. Until I look at it, I'm like, ah, it's got a couple scuffs on it. EX on this one. That's why I usually try to get them all out and inspect them. Most of them I already have, but obviously I can't remember. We've got about 100,000 records underneath this roof. Obviously I can't keep up with the conditions. $15 start on Rocky. I need one more up. There's John Lennon, there's Rocky, 40, 15, and what else was over here? I've got a copy of the Bee Gees Staying Alive. I think we already sold one of these last night. Bee Gees Staying Alive, this is, I know for sure this one's pristine. Can I get 10% off my invoice? No, you can't. I will add $10 to it, or 10%. Bee Gees original motion picture soundtrack to Staying Alive, or it's technically the soundtrack to Staying Alive, which is, you know, Bee Gees music. I'll do a $35 start on this one. I think we already sold one last night for a straight up buy it now, but that's another one. $35 start on Staying Alive. Very pristine. That's a top copy on that one. 80% is at 40. 80% is at 40 on John Lennon, Going Once, Going Twice. Is it Rocky 4? This is Rocky. It's Rocky. I think it's the first one. Original motion picture score. So it's not soundtrack music, it's the score music. It's not Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, or James Brown, you know, like some of those songs that's been featured on Rocky movie. This is the dramatic score music. And then Staying Alive. So 35, 15, and 40 on John Lennon. Let's finish going through a few more of these records in here. Elton John, 12-inch single of Little Lies, Fleetwood Mac, 1999 promo copy. The Flock is $39.99. The Flying Burrito Brothers, Airborne, $34.99. The Flying Burrito Brothers is $34.99. And John Fogerty, Center Field, $24.99. John Fogerty, Eye of the Zombie. Yeah, Eye of the Zombie, $24.99. Foreigner Head Games is sealed. Foreigner Head Games is sealed, $39.99. $39.99. B-sides, we actually only need a $15 start on Rocky. Is a $15 start on Rocky. I will gladly take your $35 bid, but it was just a $15 start on Rocky. Staying Alive is $35, and we're going to go ahead and sell 80%. He got a deal on John Lennon. We sold one of these without the obi on it not too long ago for more than that. $40. John Lennon is sold to 80%. B-sides is at 15 on Rocky. Going Once, Going Twice, and we're still looking for a $35 start on Staying Alive. Foreigner Head Games was sealed. Super Savers, $39.99. Surprised no one's picked that up. I mean, you can open that and have a minty, fresh Foreigner Head Games. Black Oak, Arkansas. This is Raunch and Roll Live, quadraphonic pressing, $29.99. Hookfoot, Communication, VG Plus, $19.99. And the Poppy Family, Which Way You Goin' Billy. Poppy Family is a VG Plus, $19.99. King Crimson, Starless, and Bible Black. And that is a VG Plus, $39.99. I'll start with Staying Alive. Well, how about this? Let's go ahead and sell them. B-sides, Jeannie Pinnell gets Rocky for $15, And Leslie Brown, I'm going to go ahead and sell you Staying Alive for $35. So do you. Is that your first purchase with us? It may or may not be. If that's your first purchase with us, thank you. Welcome to CollectCo. Please make sure you message our page, which is CollectCo. We need your mailing address and your email address. I'm going to go ahead and sell that to you, and I'm going to go ahead and sell Rocky for $15. All right, I got to find that other crate of Japanese vinyl. It's over there. Let me go grab that in just a second. Let me show a few more records. We've got Neil Young and the Shocking Pinks is a VG copy, $14.99, and Red, White, and Blue, Blues Image, or Red, White, and Blues by Blues Image, VG Plus, $19.99. Wayne Titsworth says $15 for the Poppy family. Sell that to Wayne Titsworth for $15, and I've purchased some others. Okay, great. Well, thank you, and that is now yours. Moby Grape is $19.99, and Arlo Guthrie is a VG Plus, $14.99. Let me find our next bin of some Japanese stuff. We have sold probably 50, we sold an entire crate just then. And I've got some other new vinyl I want to pull out from other random places. Can everybody still hear me? I'm halfway across the store now. How you doing, April? Okay. And then Tanner or Ed, this blue crate, or April. I know it's heavy, but I'll take that other blue crate as well. If you can lift it, I mean, these records aren't light. Okay. All right. Eddie Bruce, 35 for Foreigner. Sold. Then Calvin offered 30, and so did Donnie Haney. Eddie Bruce was first. He offered more, and he was first. So let's sell that to Eddie Bruce for 35. Wayne Titsworth got the Poppy family for 15. All right, let me pull out a couple things from over here. We've got Footloose. Here's Footloose. Here's Journey. And let's go ahead and knock out a Toto 4. Footloose. This is EX on the vinyl. This isn't a pristine copy, but it's, wow, it looks pretty nice. It must be just a scuff on it somewhere. Yeah, there's a scuff right here. Okay, thank you, Ed. This is, got the insert with it. Let's take it all out here. Footloose, $25 start. $25 start. Footloose, Roadshow, Obi, pristine cover, and Obi. We've got a very cool looking Honda, some kind of advertising insert. We have a insert here, and we have a book here. That is $25 start, Footloose. I hope Brian Glick is watching. He's the one who asked about this. Footloose is a $25 start. That vinyl's going to be like pristine. I mean, it's got a visual mark on it, but, you know, we're grading by sound quality. Adrenalized by Def Leppard. Yes, it was. Not as a reissue, but we do have a copy that was pressed in the 90s, and you can get it in the box set as well. How was the ABBA graded? ABBA Arrival, Donnie Haney. We have ABBA Arrival. Somebody wrote Power on Sharpie on the front cover. Other than that, no issues with the cover. Has the original inner sleeve, and the vinyl is near mint. $19.99. $19.99 on that. I'm going to put that in the back so we can find it. Chris DeMoss is at 25 on Footloose. And let's put up Toto 4. Check this out. Toto 4. $40 start on this. So not only does this have the Obi with it, but it's in shrink wrap that's protecting the Obi. The shrink wrap is protecting the Obi here. It's got it looks like a tear in the shrink wrap, and then somebody's put, this is unusual, they put a couple pieces of like masking tape on the cover. Never really seen anything like that before. There is the original inner sleeve, and Robert is at $40. And this is pristine vinyl. Robert's at $40 on Toto. Very cool. That's going to sound, imagine how nice Africa is going to sound on that. Man. Chris Tomas is at 25 on Footloose. I need to make sure Mr. Glick's watching before I say a final call on that. He's actually requested that record. And to make it fair for everybody, though, I was going to put it up for auction, but to make it fair for him, I got to make sure he's watching before I sell it. Take 15 for ABBA. I will. Sell that to Donnie Haney. Sell that to Donnie Haney for $15. And this next record is called Journey. Journey in the Beginning. Journey in the Beginning. I've seen this before. I mean, this is released in the States, too. It was released here in the United States. Cool looking gatefold. The cover's got, unusual for most of these pristine Japanese pressings, it's got a little bit of wear on the cover. A little bit of ring wear showing. There's the insert. And it is 2LP. And the vinyl is absolutely flawless. The vinyl is absolutely flawless. This is called Journey in the Beginning, which I believe is a 2LP compilation of some of the early tracks, probably pre-Steve Perry. Yeah, 75 to 77. Those are probably all pre-Steve Perry. $30 start on that. It is Japanese, no obi, insert, 2LP, $30 start on that. There's Journey, there's Toto, and there's Footloose. Those are all up for bid. Brian Glick is at 35 on Footloose. Chris says he's out. Toto has got a bid for 40, and Journey is Journey's a $30 start, not Steve Perry. But I will say, early Journey rocks. Okay, I sometimes would rather listen to that first Journey album than Steve Perry Journey. Nothing wrong with Steve Perry Journey at all. Fantastic stuff, obviously. Platinum albums, but that early Journey stuff, it is like more like not hard rock, but it's more rocking. And of course, Journey, I think of Journey, I think of rock, but it's like rock pop, more so, soft rock. Early Journey's a little harder. What's that? Yeah, prog. Yeah, I guess some of it's kind of prog sounding. Ed just said too. So, okay, Footloose is going once, going twice. Toto's going once, going twice. Journey's going once, going twice. Where did we get to in this bin? This bin's pretty recent. I mean, probably a lot of it's still fresh on y'all's mind. The next bin I grab, I'm going to make sure it's some older stuff y'all probably hadn't seen before. But there's great records in here. I in St. Louis from family reunion. We met at the Billy Hurst shop this morning. Billy Hurst, there's a couple people at Billy. Billy has a shop near St. Louis. He watches our shows. If you're ever in St. Louis, check out Billy Hurst's shop. He tells people about our shop. I try to tell people about his shop. The Astronauts, everything is A-OK. VG Plus and Eddie Bruce. I got several people watching that have other record stores. Eddie Bruce is down near Atlanta. You have Billy Hurst. Who else? Anybody else? That's the only people I really know that customers that buy, that actually have shops that I can think of right now. And unless I'm forgetting about somebody big that have watched recently. Heaven 17 is a VG copy, $9.99. Argent altogether now. Argent is $29.99. Argent in Deep is $24.99. Angels is $24.99. BB King now appearing at Ole Miss. Gold stamp promo, $29.99. Footloose is sold. Footloose is sold. Doug, oh yes, oh my gosh, Doug, Tony Stroud, Record Bar, absolutely. Footloose is sold to Brian Glick for $35. Toto got a new bid. Jason Ivey is at $45 on Toto. Jason Ivey's at $45 on Toto. That is going once, going twice. And Journey the Beginning is sold to Paul Brothers for $30. So, Rocket Shop in Cartersville, Georgia. There you go, Eddie Bruce, anytime. Astronauts price. Did somebody else just ask about that? B-Sides and Jeff McMaster. The Astronauts, everything is A-OK, is a VG Plus $14.99. Everything is A-OK, the Astronauts. Yeah, Mike from the In-Groove was watching the other night. He's got huge YouTube following. He was bidding on that Cranberries record the other night. I'm going to go out there to visit his shop at some point. He's in Phoenix, Arizona. Astronauts, everything is A-OK. This is sold to Jeannie Pinnell, VG Plus. Jeannie had asked about it before. And Toto is going, who was second on Toto? Toto is, Jason Ivey was at 45. Robert V, you were at 40, I believe. Yeah, Robert V, let me know if you're in or out on Toto. I'm about to sell it. Heaven 17. Let's see here. Where are we at? Mother Focus. We have BB King. Mother Focus was $19.99. The Flying Burrito Brothers, $24.99. Focus Ship of Memories was $19.99. Come Dancing with the Kinks. The Kinks is $29.99. John Parr is $14.99. No Small Affair Soundtrack is $19.99. The Doors Soft Parade. The Doors is a VG Plus, $34.99. Blackfoot is $19.99. Asia Alpha is Sealed, $39.99. All in the Family is $19.99. And Jeff Beck Group. Jeff Beck Group is $19.99. Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home. This is Sealed, $64.99. It's a nice price, probably late 70s, early 80s. That is $64.99. Chris DeMoss is John Parr for $10. John Parr for $10. I will sell that to you for $10, Chris DeMoss. Sell that to Chris for $10. Steely Dan Asia, $34.99. Wow, this looks nice. It's got a couple creases right here, but it looks like we've ultrasonically cleaned it. That looks very nice. That is $34.99. All right, let's sell Toto to Jason Ivey for $45. Jason Ivey, you get the Japanese press of Toto 4 for $45. Let me grab a few new ones out of the crate here. Let's see, where are we at? Let me start from the back here. We've got, I listened to that last night, or the other night. I can put that up. And let's see what we have here. Bear with me. Okay. This is a Herbie Hancock Man-Child. I listened to this. His stuff's always interesting to listen to. Kind of funk, jazz, funk, fusion. You know, pretty interesting stuff. This is, I'm going to call it a VG Plus. I've listened to this. It's a VG Plus. It's not bad at all. It's just got some superficial marks on it. VG Plus, Herbie Hancock, Man-Child, $15 start. Herbie Hancock, Man-Child, $15 start. I'm going to sell both of these in a lot. You're buying both of these. Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town, and Rod Stewart, Atlantic Crossing. These are both Japanese presses. These are both Japanese presses of Rod Stewart, Atlantic Crossing. It's pristine, guaranteed, looks brand new. Has a cool Japanese insert with it. This is both Rod Stewart's for we'll say a $15 start. Both of these Rod Stewarts. Wow, look how nice that is. This jacket on this thing is like a pound by itself. It feels like it's 4 record mailers or 4 record pads. Look at that artwork too. Nicest copy I've ever seen. Rod Stewart, Atlantic Crossing. So you're buying that one and you're buying Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town. You're buying both of them for a $15 starting bid. Night on the Town, also pristine. There's the Japanese insert. This has Tonight's the Night on it, The Killing of Georgie, Part 1 and 2. It's got some good stuff on it. Lyric insert, and there's this. No Obies, unfortunately, but they're pristine copies. Rod Stewart. And then, of course, Herbie Hancock was a $15 start. Then we got Cyndi Lauper, True Colors, with Obie. Near mint minus. Cyndi Lauper, True Colors. $20 start on this. $20 start on Cyndi. Cyndi has a insert with it. It looks like it's Trying to figure out if this goes with. No, this is just a poster. And you get a Cyndi Lauper poster. $20 on that. $20 on that. So Cyndi Lauper, True Colors, $20. All right, let me put that one back up because our table's getting messy over here. Cyndi is a $20 start. True Colors, pristine, Japanese pressing. All right, so one more recap. Let's start from over here before we get deeper into this crate. Herbie Hancock just got a bid. Jeff McMaster's at $15. Derek Hartman was at $15. So Jeff McMaster has that for $15. He was first. Selling both of the Rod Stewart albums in one lot. Buying both of them. Leslie's at $25 for the pair. And Cyndi Lauper is a $20 start. True Colors, Japanese pressing. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything before that. Before that, John Parr 10. Ted Stevens asked Family Song, Sell Me Toto, I did. Chris DeMoss offered $20 for B.B. King. Chris, I will do $25 on that. I will split the difference with you. 2 LP, very nice. Gold stamp promo. Chris, that's $25 if you want it. Let's see. Hey, Chad, you showed me James Taylor, That's Why I'm Here last night. How about selling to me for $19.99? James Taylor, That's Why I'm Here. Can you remind me of what that was? And then Rod Stewart, 15, 20, 25. I still do have the Japanese Top Gun Brian. I will put it up next. Paul Brothers put C, $20. That was Cyndi Lauper. Paul Brothers is in at Cyndi Lauper at 20. Ted Stevens said 5 for All in the Family. I don't think I can do that. I will do $14.99 on that, Ted. That's probably my best price. Herbie Hancock, 15, 15. Rod Stewart's at 26. Cyndi Lauper, 20. Paul Brothers, or never mind, Stephen Tuttle is back in anyway at 25. Paul Brothers, or Chris DeMoss said okay. So B.B. King Tanner, $24.99 to Chris DeMoss. So high bid on Cyndi Lauper is $25 with Stephen Tuttle. Rod Stewart, the high bid is Greg Baldwin at 26. And then Luke wanted to see the Herbie Hancock label. You can. It's a Columbia. It is PC 33812. Catalog number PC, 33812. And that has two people bid 15. Jeff was in first. Derek, you're out. Jeff bid first on YouTube at 15. So high bid on that's 15. 15, 26, and now Cyndi Lauper is at 30 with Eddie Bruce. Jeff Beck Group, Bob Dylan. We've already shown a couple of these. Magical Mystery Tour is a VG copy, a little bit lower grade, and it is $22.99. It's got some scuffs on it. It's a VG copy. Does have the book. It's an OG press, stereo press, and that's a VG for $22.99. Ted Stevens says 10. Zach said he would take it for $14.99. So Ted, it's yours for $14.99. If you don't want it, I'm going to sell it to Zach for $14.99. That's your decision. Derek's at 18 on Herbie Hancock. Brady Bell said he would take the Beatles. Magical Mystery Tour VG copy. Sold to Brady Bell. Eddie Bruce is at 35 on Cyndi Lauper. So Rod Stewart hadn't had a bid in a while, just so everybody knows. Greg is at 26 on the two Rod Stewart albums. Brady's out. Leslie, let me know if you're out. That's going once, going twice. The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. VG Plus, $24.99. The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. VG Plus, $24.99. Styx, Pieces of 8. Nice looking copy, $19.99. He says he's out, so sell All in the Family to Zach Biley for $14.99. Leslie's out on Rod Stewart. So both the Rod Stewart albums, Atlantic Crossing and The Night on the Town, pristine, Japanese, dead mint, $26, going once, going twice to Greg Baldwin. Jeff is at 20 on Herbie Hancock. Paul's out on Cyndi Lauper, so that's going once, going twice to Eddie Bruce for $35. New Riders, The Adventures of Panama Red, $24.99. Graham Nash, Wild Tales is $24.99. Sweet, Give Us a Wink. Sweet is $29.99. And Foreigner, Double Vision, $19.99. I think it took us a good hour to go through that crate. But we're also running like 3 auctions every 3 minutes, it seems like. So anything in there, just let me know. We're here to sell them. You can make offers, and we'll get pretty close. Donnie Haney said Doors for $20. Sold. Sell Donnie Haney the Doors for $19.99. Stephen Tuttle is at 36 on Cyndi Lauper. Marilyn Brown said she will take The Foreigner. Sold to Marilyn Brown. There's a lot of good records there. I'm going to go grab one of these crates and see if I can find some stuff maybe y'all hadn't seen in a while. That's all pretty recent stuff within the last couple weeks. So if you've been paying a lot of attention, you've probably seen all that. All right. What'd I do? Steely Dan for 25. Let me see. This is a pretty nice looking copy. Ron, we'll do the old fashioned. I'll split it with you for $30, $29.99. It looks like we've ultrasonically cleaned this one, which that's a $5 service. We charge $5 to ultrasonically clean a record, and I found out that's also what 3 other shops charge that do it. It's what that shop in Arizona charges. And I looked it up on 2 other websites, one shop in New York, and the other one was, I think, in New York as well. $5 to have a record ultrasonically clean it. Believe it or not, I mean, you know, we're obviously paying somebody to do that. It's kind of time consuming. It takes more time than you think. Some people want to drop off huge stacks, and the more you bring in, we discount it. I think we do 10 for $40, but, you know, it's a lot of time, especially time that John's usually pricing records. So, Steely Dan for 20. Ron, I said I'll do 30. Grant, it's 30 offered to him. Kinks, are you asking Clubstone what's the Kinks? Brian said New Riders for 15. I'm going to go ahead and sell that to you for 15. Brian, Ron Phillips said sold, so sell Brian New Riders for 15. Steely Dan for $29.99 to Ron Phillips. And we do 5 for 25 and 10 for 40. Yeah, there you go. So there's another price comp. I tell some people $5 and they kind of look at me and I'm like, well, y'all would understand if you have an ultrasonic cleaner, y'all know it's not, especially when you're paying somebody to do it. And their normal job is pricing records, which is very important. I'd rather have John pricing records than cleaning records. Pricing them than cleaning them, right, Ed? Yep. Y'all probably would too, because we're cleaning them anyway when we're. But you know, some people buy records and they're in awful condition, and then they say, "Hey, will you clean these?" Herbie Hancock, going twice, going 3 times to Jeff McMaster, $20. Going twice, going 3 times. Let's go ahead and sell Greg to Rod Stewart. So I kind of forgot about those. Both of those to $26 to Greg Baldwin. Eddie is out on Cyndi Lauper. Stephen Tuttle has Cyndi Lauper for $39. $39 for Cyndi Lauper, going once, going twice. He's got to buy that for the old wife, or she won't cook supper. We need a new auction. So Herbie Hancock's about to be sold. Cyndi Lauper, and let me know from that last crate if there's any other questions in that last crate. Send them again so I can pull them. Okay, I wasn't ignoring you. I was trying to move on from that crate, but if there's something in there, let me know. Is it ultrasonic? Can you okay to ultrasonically clean picture disc vinyl? You might want to ask. I'm not going to say yes or no on that because I don't know. I would think it's okay, but I don't know if we have before. All right. How many auctions do we need? Well, we're about to sell 2. So I need 3. There's Top Gun. I told that we'll put that up next. Now, I did not call any wife. Oh, no. Cyndi Lauper is sold to Stephen Tuttle. Stephen, this is sold to your wife for $39, but you have to pay for it. And Jeff McMaster gets Herbie Hancock for $20. Our ultrasonic cleaner cost about $800. We're looking at a new one called a KL Audio. I think that's what it's called. They're about $6,000. But it's fully automatic. It's awesome. It's about the best one on the market. So we're looking at buying. I'm actually going to try to buy 2 of them. That way we can pretty much have records being ultrasonically cleaned. You know, it's we usually hand clean stuff, and while he's hand cleaning, he's ultrasonically cleaning other stuff. You know, like some things are already like near mint, they just need a wipe down. And then some things, you know, we use them for pristine records to make them even better. And then sometimes we use them for really bad condition records to make them sellable. So we use it for both. But those are, for us, it's a much needed thing, as many records as we're selling a week. I mean, for y'all's purposes, you know, you can buy something much more affordable for home use. For us, selling thousands of records a week, we need something industrial, something big and that can be much more efficient. So for y'all, still a nice one though, a home use, you know. Okay, 3 new auctions. We have an Emerson, Lake and Palmer brain salad surgery. Check this out. Emerson, Lake and Palmer brain salad surgery, Japanese press. So it has the OB, it has the cover that opens up like this. Very nice. U.S. pressings of this is always worn down. A $40 spin clean. That would be more so like for y'all's home purposes, yes. But you can get a pretty nice one for home for, you know, $1,000. This has some kind of big poster fold out with it. This is a $35 start. Brain salad surgery. So OB, poster, insert, $35 start on Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And brain salad surgery. And the vinyl is pristine. Pristine vinyl. Yes, and some people, as soon as they open a new LP, they ultrasonically clean it, and it actually helps because, you know, even brand new records probably need an ultrasonic bath. So, okay, Kevin's at 35 on Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That thing's nice. Poster, insert. This is really nice. This is the Beatles, Abbey Road, and this is on red vinyl. This is on red vinyl. I'm going to have to grade this one. Let's see here. These are so hard to tell because they're darker. It's this weird color. I'm going to call this, without having listened to it and just me looking at it, I'm going to call this more a VG+. I'm going to call this more a VG+, but very cool Japanese red vinyl Abbey Road. And this is catalog number AP8815. Now also, for those that, you know, really, if you're ever like researching pricings on these, one thing you got to know, especially if you use Discogs, is when you look up a lot of Japanese pressings, most of them's not for sale in the United States. Most of them are in Japan or in Europe. And so something you got to consider, even if you see a copy on there listed for sale for $20, it's probably going to cost $28. Some people charge $38 to ship them. And a lot of things don't have OBs or inserts with them or anything like that. This here, without having test plated, but I believe it's close to a VG+, $40 start on the red vinyl Japanese press of Abbey Road. There is the insert. That's the original inner sleeve that came with it. The cover is also about a VG+. Has a little bit of shelf wear on it. Not a pristine copy, but it is red vinyl, Japanese press. $40 start on that. The Beatles, Abbey Road. Kevin's at 35 on Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Going once, going twice. Price on the Sweet LP. Yes, Patty, I will get that for you. The Beatles, though, $40 start, red vinyl, Japanese, VG+. Zachary's at 40. The Sweet album was $29.99. Sweet was $29.99. This one's called Give Us a Wink. It's got a little bit of a tear here in the cover, but we don't see that too often. Okay, and then here is the Top Gun soundtrack. Top Gun soundtrack is EX. I think this has a couple minor, wow, it looks nice. Where's the marks on this? Maybe just talk about hairline. How about half of a hairline? So this is pretty much pretty close to pristine. There's the book insert with it, Top Gun, and OB, of course, just killer stuff here. $45 start on Top Gun. $45 start on Top Gun. Zachary's at 40 on Abbey Road. Emerson, Lake and Palmer is going twice, going 3 times to Kevin for $35. And Top Gun is a $45 start. What do you think, Tanner? Keep rolling, Tanner said. All right, Abbey Road is also going once, going twice. Top Gun's a $45 start. Boston, Don't Look Back, EX $32.99. Boston, Don't Look Back, EX $32.99. Rod Stewart, Atlantic Crossing, that is $14.99 in shrink wrap. Iceman says $40. Brian Glick is in on Top Gun at $45. Stephen Steele's Right By You is a VG Plus $14.99. Stephen Steele's is $14.99, VG Plus. Paul Desmond, Summertime is a VG Plus $14.99. Boz Scaggs, Down 2 Then Left is a VG Plus $14.99. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I Am. Earth, Wind, and Fire is $14.99. Leonard Skinner, One More From the Road is a VG Plus $24.99. Roger Daltrey, Ride a Rock Horse, $19.99. Roger Daltrey. Charlie Daniels Band, Million Mile Reflections. This is $24.99 in shrink wrap. And Charlie Daniels Band, Full Moon, is $24.99. Donny Osmond, To You With Love. Donny, $9.99 for Donny Osmond. And Roberta Flack. Roberta is $19.99. Keith Jarrett, Sunbearer Concerts, piano solos recorded in Japan, $19.99. New Shoes, Told You So. New Shoes is $19.99. Chris is at 45 on Abbey Road, going once, going twice. Top Gun is at 45, going once, going twice. And let's go ahead and sell Emerson, Lake and Palmer to Kevin Squires for $35. That's sold to Kevin for $35. All right, let's change gears for just a second. I think I've got something else over here, some other stuff over here y'all are going to want. I've got this sealed docking, which has been heavily asked about by multiple people. And I've got, Michael Ling. I don't know if you're watching, but you messaged us and said you wanted this. That sold to Michael Ling for $35. We put it up the other night. That sold to him. I'm glad I just found it. And what else we got over here? Cutting Crew and Bad Company and docking. Luke Mitchell is at 46 on Abbey Road. Luke is at 46 on Abbey Road. Chris is out, so that's going once, going twice. Let's sell Top Gun to Brian Glick for $45. I've got Docking, Back for the Attack. Docking, Back for the Attack. This is a sealed club pressing. Docking, Back for the Attack. This is sealed club. No punch outs, no saw marks, no cut corners. Docking, Back for the Attack is sealed club. $55 start on Docking. $55 start. Docking, Back for the Attack. Abbey Road is going twice, going 3 times to Luke Mitchell for $46. Donnie Haney said Leonard Skinner for $20. Sell that to Donnie Haney for $20. And let's put up Cutting Crew broadcast. My cousin I played golf with today, he said, hey, can you pull up that Cutting Crew broadcast album on your phone? That was Cousin Bud. We listened to this on the way to play golf and on the way back. I'd never listened to it. It is absolutely fantastic. Of course, the hit song on here is I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, but I found a couple other songs on here I greatly enjoyed. I never had listened to it. Cutting Crew broadcast, Japanese pressing, $40 start. $40 start. It is absolutely pristine. There's the lyric insert, and there is the cover. It is beautiful with Obi. Docking, 65.70, and Jeff is at 85. Sealed Docking, Back for the Attack, is up for bid. David Howard is at 40 on Cutting Crew. He's in. Going twice, never mind. Scott Corcoran's at 48 on Abbey Road. So I'll let those, I got a Bad Company up here to put up next. I'll do that later. Courtney, Earth, Wind, and Fire was $14.99. $14.99. I've already showed that, so that's yours if you want it. New Shoes. Jane Oliver, First Night. Jane Oliver is $9.99. The Moody Blues Octave. Moody Blues Octave is $14.99. The Chambers Brothers, The Time Has Come. Chambers Brothers is $24.99. Dave Mason, Let It Flow. Dave Mason is $9.99. And the Who by Numbers is $19.99. Cat Stevens, Back to Earth, $14.99. Let me get caught up here in the comments right quick. Jeff Bergman is at $85 on the sealed docking. Courtney, $14.99. David Howard's at $14 on Cut and Crew. Scott's back in on Abbey Road at $48. Are y'all doing one long stream or two parts? I was going to take a break, so let's finish these 3 auctions, and we'll probably pause because I want to be live on my phone for part 2 so we can walk around the store, get into the back, and I can show these auctions as well. So let's pause as soon as these 3 auctions are done. So just bear with us, and we'll pause there. Sell Courtney Earth, Wind, and Fire for $9.99. Sold to Courtney for $9.99. Going once, going twice on Cutting Crew, $40. Going twice, going 3 times on Docking for $85. And going twice, going 3 times on Abbey Road at $48. That's our 3 auctions. And I'll go ahead and just offer Bad Company at a reduced price. Bad Company, it's a Japanese pressing. It plays around a VG Plus EX. It's just lightly, just got some light noise with it. Japanese press though, like I said, it had great sound quality to it. No Obi. I'll do that one for $29.99. $29.99. Will there be new vinyl on sale? Yes, during the break, I will pull titles. I can come up with another entire crate of new vinyl on sale. I think y'all want to be here for that. Maybe 2 crates. For sure 1 crate, maybe 2 crates. I got a lot of stuff that I've been eyeballing. I'm ready to sell well below my cost. This is $29.99. Derek Hartman takes it. Derek Hartman with Thirst. Bad Company, $30. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Abbey Road. Abbey Road is sold to Scott Corcoran for $48. Scott Corcoran, you get Abbey Road, red vinyl Japanese Abbey Road. Dockin is sold to Jeff Bergman. Dockin is sold to Jeff Bergman for, where was he at on this? Jeff gets that for $85. That seems like a deal to me, sealed Dockin. And then Cut and Crew goes to David Howard for $40. David, I think you probably already well know that's a fantastic album. Luke, I'm sorry, I've already sold Abbey Road for $48 to Scott. So, let's go ahead and stop there. I can finish this great. So when we come back, we won't be on YouTube, everybody. I'll be just on Facebook. I'll be live on my mobile phone, so we won't be live on YouTube. You can only find us on Facebook. Here's the lineup. I'll finish going through crates like this. I'll keep running auctions like I have been all night. And I'll have vintage vinyl like this that's on sale. And I'll have new vinyl on sale. I'll definitely do that. I can get together a lot of that stuff. So come back and see us in 30 minutes. It's about to be 10 o'clock our time. We'll be back at 10:30 Central Time, 32 minutes from right now. We have an entire crate of Japanese vinyl still to go through and auction. Half of it hasn't been processed and priced, so it's stuff y'all haven't seen. So we'll go ahead and just put them up for auctions. I will see you back here in 30 minutes. If not, I'll be greatly disappointed in you.